We live. Eating. All right, hold up. Gotta make sure the ish is working. We live. Eating. Damn, who's got echo? Who's got echo?
I don't know. Someone's got echo.
I said that.
I bet. Welcome everybody to episode 2 of GG Podcast Gaming Gang. All right, we got a really good panel. We got a few new people, or one new person, and we gonna get into the intros. We got a really good show for you guys today. Some really good topics for you guys. So let's start off with Gino. Your intro, star.
How's it going? My name is Gino Gaines. You can find me on Twitch. You can find me on all the platforms. You got me on Instagram. You got me on YouTube. You got me on everything. Gino Gaines, everything. You know, all you got to do is search Gino Gaines. You'll find me there. A little bit about myself. Outside of gaming and all that good stuff, I'm a personal trainer and group fitness instructor. I enjoy fitness. I enjoy sharing it with people. And I've changed my life through it. And I like to share that with other people so they can improve themselves as people. Other than that, I like to say that as far as my stream and everything like that, what you'd expect is shenanigans, tomfoolery, and I like fighting games and such, but a little bit of variety, a little bit of everything, but fighting games, adventure games, horror, stuff like that.
Games. All right, sounds good. We're gonna move on to the next person on the panel. Jubo, your intro, sir. You be there?
Nani?
He said cricket. Cricket. Where you are? Where you at, dog? All right, we're gonna go to K-Dot. We're gonna go to K-Dot.
I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. It's K-Dot the guy, the one and only, you dig. You can follow me on Twitch, Twitter, whatever. It's all the same thing. You're gonna get a little bit of the dot.
A little bit of dot. T-Dot. Speaking of T-Dot, they in the finals. Shout out to them. First time in franchise history. Vince Carter couldn't do it, but Kawhi got you there. Damn. Yo, how would you feel if you're DeMar DeRozan? Literally, you get traded, you know what I'm saying? And the next year, boom.
Man, that happened in high school, bro. I went to some other school in my high school career, transferred, and they won a championship as soon as I left. I was pissed.
Damn, you holding them back?
Hell no. I'm
playing, bro. I'm playing. Damn, that's crazy, man. Well, how did your team do that year? The school that you went to, how did they do?
Terrible.
All right, man. We'll move on to the next person. Mercedes, intro.
Hey, my name is Mercedes, and you can find me on Twitch at Mercedes357. Other social medias I'm not really active on, but my Instagram is positivity.eh. Outside of gaming, I'm a college student. I major in criminal justice, and I want to be a lawyer. So that's pretty much it.
I bet. How long does it take to become a lawyer, though?
2 days.
You said 2 days? He said 2 days.
Too long.
Put a stamp on it.
He said 2 days. All right, cool. We're gonna go to Yachia.
What up, this is Uchiha. You can find me over at Twitch as Uchiha_669. I am mainly a first-person shooter. Play anything between, Overwatch. Not really a big Apex player. I'm big into Titanfall. I also do play like some card games, Pokemon trading. I'll play Yu-Gi-Oh every once in a while. Pretty much, I'm just a variety streamer. So I'm just doing some Splitgate actually right now with some Dauntless. If you guys want to come up and see the Master Behemoth Hunter in the action, but yeah, I was just gonna go ahead and make it short and streep and just drop the mic right now.
Sounds kinky.
Like your profile pic?
Oh yeah, you're right enough.
Gino's profile. Juba, are you there?
Yes, sir.
All right, and we got Juba here today, man. The man, the myth, the legend himself. Intro, man.
I'm Juba. I do the most. You can find me everything Juba. Literally, Instagram, Twitter. You can hit me up on Twitch. Also, you can find me on YouTube. There's no content, but I'm there. Or you can find me by the hashtag the Sunshine Network.
Right. All right. And I'm the real King Rome, the host of the podcast. And yeah, you guys can find me on Twitch. the Real King Rome. On Twitter, it's the Real King Rome with DA. I pretty much a variety streamer. You know what I'm saying? I'm very goofy, energy, stuff like that. But yeah, let's get straight to the topics, man. Okay, our first topic today is gonna be Jump Force DLC, man. Who played it and who didn't?
I didn't play it.
I'm watching it.
Watch it.
I'm watching it.
All right, let's start off. Let's start off with Yachia. What do you think about Jump Force DLC, man? Your thoughts?
I gotta say, when it comes to the whole Jump Force DLC, like, I think it's good. I think it's going to be something that's going to go ahead and nab people from a game that's essentially dead. I mean,
Yeah.
I figured I knew someone was going to be like, But-
I'm feeling like that inside.
But yeah, no, it's like I feel it too. Like when I went ahead and reserved the game and then bought it, like I was super hyped. Rome, you already know. I was like one of the only people on Twitch that was even allowed to stream the beta because of that whole incident.
Right.
But I was so pumped for that game. I bought it. I played it for like a week, and I just never touched it again. Like it just wasn't exactly what I expected it to be. But with this new DLC, hopefully it'll take some of the people that feel as a dead game to bring them back, especially when they pull out my boy Madara. I'm gonna have to go ahead and play it for that. But
right. Did you buy the Ultimate Edition or did you just buy like the base game and then kind of over like?
I'm glad I didn't buy the Ultimate Edition because
Okay.
I would have been salty. I really would have been salty. But
right.
So I mean, when it comes to All Might, I think he's pretty dope. He looks oily, like he needs to take a shower.
Right.
But other than that, his moves look nice. His United States smash, I love that. Then we move on to the next one, Biscuit, I believe. I'm not a really big fan into the whole. I don't know what she turns into, but I'm just gonna call her Bertha.
Okay.
That's all I'm gonna say.
I want to say a big Buffy bitch.
Exactly. But it's like I don't know who recommended to put, Biscuit in the game, but I want to know who it is so I can fade him.
Right.
That's it. I feel like they could have made a lot better job putting somebody else in. And then just so I can go ahead and make this short and sweet so we can get everyone else's opinions. Kaiba, my boy. Oh my God, he looks so clean. He looks so dope. I never thought that they could actually make him look clean when his jacket gets blown off. Yo, my man looks tight. But he really does.
Literally looks tight though. It's like tight shirts and whatever.
Yeah, I was watching gameplay and all of a sudden he gets hit by like Gara and his jacket gets popped out. I'm like, yo, he looks dope.
Right.
Without his jacket, he don't need his jacket. I think that's just to take up all the ladies. But his blue eyes looks absolutely phenomenal. Me being a Yu-Gi-Oh! IRL game player, like I play the game IRL. My main deck is a blue eyes deck, so this was like a personal hit me in the feels. And once Madara comes out, I'm definitely gonna be copping up the DLC for Madara and Kaiba. The only problems I have so far with it is that the change of the camera angle seems too much.
Right.
Kind of like pulls it out a little bit, and it seems like it's hard to see if you even get the hit on the opponent as well. Like Blue Eyes is swinging away, but it doesn't always have that. Did I hit him or not?
Right.
You say hit him or no?
Or hit him or not. Like, because of the camera, the way that the camera, like when you switch over to Kaiba, you notice that the camera pulls out a little bit because they got to fit that blue eyes on screen.
No,
So it's like I was watching a lot of gameplay, like Afro Senju, and half of the time he was swinging around. He goes, "Yo, am I hitting this guy? I don't even know if I'm hitting this guy."
I'm dead.
And he goes, "You know what? I'm a spam," and he just started spamming the crap out of his burst stream. But it's like, I feel like that's something that they're going to have to work on is to be able to kind of fix that. But that's just from my angle, from somebody that doesn't really play the game. So before I take up too much time, let's go ahead and pass the torch to somebody else.
All right, perfect. Mercedes, did you play the game?
No.
Did you watch some gameplay or anything, or not really?
I mean, not really. I've watched people play the game, but not with those specific characters.
Right.
I don't know. From the trailer, they look nice though. I know the girl Biscuit. She does a lot of damage, and she is strong. body goals.
Yeah, like her ultimate, she changed into like,
Oh man.
yeah, literally a man. Yeah, she's huge as hell, bro.
What I call
She looking like a man.
she's looking like a man.
She looking like a man.
She do look like a man, bro.
For the people that have the DLC, can I ask a question?
Mhm.
One of her attacks, does it actually break guard?
I don't know. To be honest. I played her a little bit. I wasn't really a big fan, so I actually don't know.
Okay.
No, I ain't played it yet. Like I ain't even get a chance to. I got the DLC. I have everything, but I didn't even get a chance to turn the game on.
Not for us.
Okay, Cosmo's saying yes, it does.
Okay, breaks guard. Okay, yeah,
It
I
just
know.
breaks guard.
Matt uses her a lot. Like he likes her a lot.
Okay, that was my question. Oh,
Okay. Juba, did you get a chance to play it or see gameplay at all, or you're not really?
So, I was one of those people that pre-ordered the game. I was super psyched about it.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, one day I got really hungry and I kind of traded the game for a half-eaten sandwich. And
Okay, bro.
what kind of sandwich though? I need to know.
What kind of sandwich?
well, it was actually a 4-day-old tuna sandwich.
Oh my
I
god,
got it in 120-degree weather, and it was half eaten, so it was actually really good.
I'm freaking dead,
Oh.
bro.
Man said tuna.
Freaking dead.
Gunner gotta be.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with tuna.
So you don't have the game anymore?
No, it's in the archive somewhere.
Oh, okay. But you haven't touched it yet and really looked into it.
No, not at all.
Okay, fair enough.
Chives.
Gino. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Finish. Juba, my bad.
Well, I was like, the only thing I really seen is that I don't know, Biscuit. I mean, I think the graphics are really good. I think the characters look really good. As far as actually functionality and playing, I have no idea, but it looks good.
Yeah, definitely does look really good. I mean, people can knock the game and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, it does look really good. It does look really good. It got a lot of problems though. But anyways, Gino, what do you think about Jump Force DLC, man?
Oh boy.
He said, "Oh boy, I'm dead." What?
Look,
Go ahead, man.
you're gonna hear it today.
Oh boy.
All right.
May 27th.
Okay.
I will never, as a fighting game enthusiast, I will never play that trash game.
I'm dead.
Never.
Why not? Yo? Let me know.
I won't waste my wallet.
Mm.
That's where I stand with that game, me personally. And I'm not trying to spoil it for anybody else. Enjoy your game. But I'm a fighting game enthusiast. I play Mortal Kombat. I play Tekken. I play Dragon Ball Fighter. So what I'm saying is, in short, I play these games for competition.
Fighters.
I like to see balance in a game. This game has none of that. None of that.
Right.
All right. Now, on the flip side, I respect the game for what it is. It brings all these characters that we know and love, from different verses, and put them all in one game. I think that concept is great.
Right.
It's great. Enjoy the game in that aspect. But if you are like myself and you play fighting games, you take it very seriously.
Yeah.
Do not. I warn you, do not pick that game up. I don't care what anybody says. I'm trying to save you a buck.
Oh my god, bro. I feel you. Okay, so anybody that knows me knows that Jump Force is a special game to me for one reason, and one reason only, right? Jump Force really helped me grow my channel a lot. You know what I mean? Covering the game, all that kind of stuff. I was the guy kind of in the middle of the night playing Jump Force and was the go-to for a minute, right? I had my freaking my things about the game, like I don't feel like they put enough updates. They take freaking thousands of years to update the game. It really pisses me off. Why is there no rematch button? Why am if I'm Goku and I'm versing another Goku, you look the exact same. There's no color change. There's no outfit change. I barely know who I am until I see my health bar start slowly going down. Anyways, it's not here to really bash Jump Force, but everyone that knows me knows that Jump Force has a special place in my heart, even though I hate the game. it just really has a special place in my heart. As far as the DLC goes, I actually played all the characters. I did not really a long stream, but I did about 2-hour stream, me playing the new characters and switching back and forth and stuff like that. I think the new characters look really good, like how everybody in the game looks. Like they all look really good, like visually. But as far as me playing the characters, well, first of all, I didn't really master them, but I didn't really like them, bro. I didn't really like them. I didn't really like. I mean, I tried a few combos and stuff like that. I like Kaiba. Kaiba's kind of OP because Kaiba, he's got a couple of combos that are easy to learn and you can chain, and there's like a lot of damage. But I didn't really like All Might. I thought he looked cool. I thought he had some flashy moves. Biscuit, you know, Matt kept telling me, you know, Biscuit's the ish. I didn't really like her, you know what I'm saying? But he did kick my ass with her. But I don't know, like as far as Jump Force goes, man, it's a shame because you look at, you know, a game that has literally all the big jump characters, right, from the universe of Jump Shonen, and they couldn't figure out a way to make this game lit. You know what I mean? Like it's a sad sight, man. A lot of people were very hyped for the game. When I first started streaming it, it was huge, and about I'm gonna say a week and a half afterwards, like it just died. It just died, and it was the saddest thing because, like, you know, me and a lot of people on this panel as well, like we all love anime and we all love, you know, different characters. So seeing all our favorite characters, kind of, you know, there's always been debates of Naruto versus Goku, or you know, Goku versus this person. So it's kind of like, all right, let's go. But it just died way too fast for me, man. And I don't know, the DLC, like it was popping for about a day. You know what I mean? Like people kind of check out the DLC, and then it was kind of like next day I was checking out the category and stuff, and it was back to same old. So I mean, people are still playing the game. Don't get it right. Like don't get it wrong. Like if you go on the game, you'll find people, but it's just not where it should have been, man. It's just not where it should have been. And I don't know, man. Like shout out to Bandai to actually making the game, but I wish they would have put a little more effort into it. You know what I mean? And just updated the game a little more.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I got one thing to say about that. That's the add to the concept. So you got everybody knows about Super Smash Brothers, right?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, Super Smash Brothers
It's
a great game, right? It combines all these video game characters,
right,
and put them all in one little bucket called Super Smash Brothers, right? And it kept the game very simple, very simple. It has a fighting game concept to it, but it's simple enough for anybody to pick it up,
right.
Why the fuck couldn't they do that with Jump Force?
They did. Yeah. They made a spam city. You can spam.
Dead ass. They did.
That's the problem. You ain't gonna spam in those Smash Brothers. You actually have to try. There's some skill.
Yeah, you can't spam shit. You get punished.
You gotta try and Jump Force too, though. It's level cap to it, though.
No. Okay, I was just saying, like, you gotta try anything you do. I'm saying there's technique, there's balance. You know, it's all that. You don't really have to do that with Jump Force. I played it. I gave it a chance.
Yeah.
I'm very open-minded. Not to that shit.
Not to that shit.
I'm open-minded to a point.
To a point.
Well, yeah, I don't know, man. I wish it had longer legs than it did, man. I really do, man. It was a really good concept, like you said, Gino. Like it's a really good concept. I feel like everyone was really excited for the game, and then once people just started raging, didn't have fun with the game, it just died quickly, man. So I don't know. Okay, would you guys buy a Jump Force 2?
No.
If they gave it to Nintendo, yes.
Yeah, Nintendo.
Yeah, if they gave it to Nintendo, yeah, Nintendo.
Right. I mean, I'd probably buy it just because, like, see, Bandai, they know what they doing, bro. When it comes to people that love, you know, anime and, you know, and like those kind of shits, like we're hardcore into it. You're not really half an anime fan. You're usually like, yo, I'm an anime fan, or I'm like, not really, right? So they know what they're doing. Like, we gonna drop a game, even if it's kind of trash or it has its problems, it has its bugs. We don't gotta fix it. People are gonna buy it and kind of play it regardless because, you know, the anime community is so hardcore. And that's why, like, even when I was doing my own thing, like, I noticed that. I'm like, damn, these guys really love anime, and like they just want to see somebody that playing animation and just have a place to talk to each other. And then when that kind of shit just died down and everyone's like, you know what, fuck this game, and got mad at the game, it kind of just died down quickly. But let's just move on, man. I don't want to be depressed.
I will say though, that's exactly how
horse down.
That's exactly how I met you, Rome.
Right. Well, yeah.
Anime people.
I mean, I think I met Juba through that. Gino. I think all you guys on the panel except for even K-Dot. K-Dot, I met you on the Jump Force. Exactly. I met K-Dot on Jump Force. I met everyone through Jump Force except for Mercedes. Mercedes, when I met her through what? Life? What I met you through?
Outlast.
Outlast. Okay. But yeah, like literally, like I met like so many dope ass people that like literally today, like I rock with those people. You know what I'm saying? Like really legitimate friends of mine that I consider friends through Jump Force. So like that, there's that. You know what I'm saying? Like it has nothing to do with gameplay, but like the community in Jump Force was amazing because anime fans are usually pretty chill, cool people. So I mean, there's that, right?
Yeah, but
That goes back to what I was saying earlier, though. That's once again the idea is great.
Mm-hmm.
Having all these animated characters that we know and love, grew up with, some more than others, in one little game, and that's going to bring everybody together. That's just what it is.
Hold up, you say who the dude with the underwear pick? I'm dead. That's Gino, dog. That's Gino, dog. Gino's a legend, though. He said, "How you doing?" All right, so okay, I actually thought that if they made like a Jump Force movie, if they did the right way, how like okay, for example, if you guys watch Dragon Ball Super, the Tournament of Power.
Yes.
If they did something like that, let's say the Tournament of Power, and they added like Jump Force characters to that Tournament of Power, or just have it one movie, would you guys watch that shit?
Yes. And here's honestly though, I thought that the Tournament of Power was gonna go that route. I really thought that.
Really?
I thought at least like some guest character or some shit. They always got all these different fighters from different universes. I'm like, oh shit, are they gonna do what I think they're gonna do? And it kind of did that, but they didn't really do that.
Right.
I feel like it was a wasted opportunity, and it's not the first time that Dragon Ball has crossed over to the animes. They had Goku with some of the One Piece characters. You can look this shit up. I was like, okay.
Facts. I think that would have been sick concept of like a movie, man. Like just have all of them like do shit out, and I don't know how would they make like people win and shit. Probably Goku win. Like probably Goku would find a way to like find a new form to kick somebody's ass. But like I think that would be a really cool movie, man. Like all the anime fans, fighters kind of like fight in one like movie scene. Like that would be lit. Like think about the animation and shit. Like think about the fighting scenes, bro. Like everyone's ultimates and stuff. I think that'd be a really good concept. But let's move on, man. Let's get on to the next topic. So the next topic is Arnold Schwarzenegger. I think was he in South Africa? He was in Africa somewhere. Yeah. And he got drop kicked. He got kicked in the back, man. What do y'all think? Let's start with Juba.
So
what do you think about it?
I watched the video. Okay. This man was literally doing a Snapchat video of this sporting event. And out of nowhere, some man just literally WrestleMania style drop kicked this man. And he felt like 2 inches like in front of him, but he kind of just turned around angry. Like he didn't like look hurt. But Arnold Schwarzenegger still is like big, 71 years old, but he probably could bench press a house 3 times.
Facts, bro.
Straight up.
Facts.
But still, I mean, with all jokes aside, this man's 71 years old. Like I don't care what this man's done to you. If you gonna drop kick, I mean, it wasn't even a drop kick. It was literally like flying through the air, Super Saiyan style, with both feet in the back. Like this man's 71 years old. How are you gonna do that to like an elderly person? You know what I mean?
Facts. All right. Well, like even with like when I was thinking about when it happened, I'm like, why? That was my first question. Like, why would you do this? You know what I mean? Like I know he had his phone out, so I don't know if the guy thought like, yo, that's my niece or my girlfriend. I don't know, but like, why would you do that, man? Like people say he's crazy, but like my first question to the guy that actually did it is like, why do it in the first place?
I feel like for clout, like it makes no sense for clout, because if he was there, why was somebody already recording that angle specifically? I feel like that was planned.
But it is Arnold. Like he is, it's Arnold. So like I expect the cameras to be on 24/7, regardless. You know what I mean? Like it's Arnold. So like even capture that kind of makes sense to a point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, you got the Terminator right in front of you.
That's what I would be. I'd be like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, so.
But I don't know. I feel like that specific moment, that specific angle, that way, like, and
there was numerous cameras on him though. There was numerous.
I mean,
there's a bunch of them.
Just that angle though.
Right.
I'm just saying, like, it seems like no other reason but for clout, because I don't see no other reason.
I feel you. K-Dot, what do you think? You saw the clip?
Man, I saw the clip. I didn't know it was Arnold Schwarzenegger at first, so I thought the shit was funny as hell.
You saw it on Twitter?
Yeah. And I stopped. I'm like, why is somebody getting kicked? Like, and I opened it. I'm like, oh, that's Arnold Schwarzenegger. I feel bad.
Right.
And I seen him just walk away. I'm like, oh, now I'm really laughing because he's okay.
He's like, nah, I'm really laughing because he's okay. I'm dead, bro. Facts.
And then I was, I don't think he pressed charges, did he? I think.
No, he didn't. He didn't. He did not.
Yeah, I think he just left.
No.
So that's what made it even funnier. Like, he's strong as hell. A 70-year-old man has got kicked in the back and nothing happened.
Nothing happened. I think he said like something about like, you know what I mean? Let us be a lesson. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm kind of putting my hand out to you and hopefully you can change. That was like kind of like what I got from it. You know what I mean?
I feel that. No, yeah. Everybody make their dumb mistakes. You gotta learn from it.
I mean, that mistake was dumb as hell though. Like you drop kicking somebody.
You know what you was doing. We took them 3 steps and then leaped.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying, my guy. Gino, what's your thoughts on the situation?
Yeah, that really pissed me the fuck off. I'm not going to lie to you. You know, me being in that industry and what Arnold Schwarzenegger means to me personally, he's a hero. And he's the governor of my state, or was the governor of my state. I really took that shit to heart.
Okay.
Schwarzenegger, many may not know, he's came to light about his steroid use and how it affected his heart. Yes, he's Arnold Schwarzenegger on the exterior. I mean, this big, huge dude that can lift up a tank. But this man has had open heart surgery, you know?
Right.
And if I ever get the chance to slap that dude around, I will.
You gonna beat his ass?
I'm serious. I will fuck him up.
Yeah.
But yeah. I mean, the question everybody's asking is why would somebody do a thing like that? What would possess a man to?
Yes. Exactly.
Drugs. Like
Well,
they say,
you say drugs?
Clout.
Yeah, drugs, clout. Yeah, sure.
Clout, drugs, but
Sure.
you know what? Y'all said it's a mistake. That ain't no damn mistake. He made that. That was a firm decision. Okay.
Exactly.
Oh yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
what we're saying,
Arnold let it basically quote unquote be a mistake. Dude knew what he was doing. It was intentional as shit. So on his part, no, it wasn't a mistake.
Exactly right.
And the thing about this is, like, even though Arnold Schwarzenegger is being cordial and it's he's showing he's turning the other cheek.
Yeah.
I say fuck it, because this man will go down in history and he'll probably tell his family members, even if he's not in jail right now, I'm the man that kicked fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger down. He can take that with him for the rest of his life. Yeah, I did that, right?
Right.
There's a lot of negative too.
It is like people like me. I'm sure I'm not the only one that feels the way I do.
God.
I feel a lot of people like a lot of us like that, like really grew up in the 90s and stuff like that. Like we grew up watching, the Terminator and all his movies and like his classics. So it's like some people are like, feeling exactly how you feel. Like, bro, this is like one of my heroes, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like and he's getting his ass like, fucking fucked up at 70 years old for no reason. Like it's different. It's different if like, all right, he did something to that guy or like, he, I don't know, did whatever, like, pushed him on accident, some shit that he has something that he's like storing and be like, all right, you know what? I'm feeling a drop kick Arnold Schwarzenegger right now. You know what I mean? So I feel like there's a lot of people probably feel the same way as you, man, Gino. I mean, when I first saw it, dog, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of laughed at it. I kind of like, yo, what the fuck? Because he didn't, nothing really happened. Even though he's 70, like, he was straight. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. So, and then like he was kind of like, he was like, you know what? This happened. I'm not gonna press charges. I'm good. I'm just gonna leave. So, shout out to him for that though. Like that, like he was like really the bigger person on that.
Oh yeah.
All right. Anything more to add? Anybody? Or we good with this?
Arnold forever.
Arnold forever.
Arnold forever.
Did you actually show the clip?
I was trying to show clips earlier when I was doing the Jump Force, and my shit was lagging so badly.
Oh yeah, I did see that.
Yeah. So if you guys want to watch the clip, it's a quick into what it called Google or YouTube, and just put Arnold, and before you even type in the rest of it, it's gonna go Arnold Schwarzenegger kicks. It's gonna come up. So go check it out if you haven't.
I will say that if you look into it, I believe the guy that went over and tickled his back with his feet. I believe he broke his leg.
Really?
Yeah,
I believe it probably landed super hard.
Yeah, he broke it. He broke his leg, and he just kept yelling, "Help me! Help me!" Something. And I don't know what he was saying, but it sounded like he was saying, "Help me, apple teeny." And I'm like, man, this man needs more than an apple teeny when Arnold's done with him.
Right.
No, he was saying, "I did it."
It sounded like he said apple teeny.
No,
and when I looked at the comments,
that fucker said, "I did it." I
Oh,
did.
okay.
I kicked Arnold Schwarzenegger.
What he did? I like.
Seriously.
To be honest,
Yeah,
I don't really think I heard the audio. I just watched the video like on some whatever.
Yeah, I just seen a video.
Yeah,
So-
watch the video and you can hear the audio. He starts
I've seen
screaming,
the video.
"Help me!"
I
Well,
just
no,
heard
with the audio.
Oh, okay, I
But,
got you.
but it sounds like he keeps yelling, "Help me!" And then it sounded like he said "Apple Teeny." I read the comments and it was like, "Yo, is this
He said
man
Apple
calling
Teeny.
for a Lamborghini?"
He said
Nobody,
Apple-
like everyone's like, "Yo, what is this man saying? Apple
freaking-
Teeny, Lamborghini?"
Sir.
We haven't touched on one thing though. We haven't touched on one thing about it. Do you think it's the security's fault for not really seeing that earlier, or do you think like the man was just that Usain Bolt fast that he just like went past him like that?
Hell no.
No, he doesn't have ultra instinct. He doesn't have instant
I said,
transmission.
like I'm dead.
He doesn't have instant transmission to go
I'm freaking
right behind him.
Right.
Yo, security should have been on top of that. That's what they're there for. That's what they're getting
What
paid.
they get paid
those
for.
buku- they're getting paid buku bucks to just stand there
Right.
and just
right.
watch somebody. So if you're standing there like that, your eyes have to be everywhere.
Yeah, it is a job.
watching.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. It is a job. Like, I don't know. I was kind of like, the fuck? How did he even get there? And then afterwards, but they were on his ass right after he did it. They were on his. They tackled him super fast, bro. They really Lewis him. It was like, nah,
Okay.
nigga. Boom.
Definitely. But like I said, he doesn't have instant transmission. Somebody, if somebody's eyes were peeled enough,
Bruh,
you had to have seen a man running.
I mean, it is Africa, man. Them dudes is fast. I'm not gonna lie, man. You never know. I'm joking. But like, I thought it was kind of weird how they didn't really see that coming in a way.
Hell no. Like, it was, nobody sees somebody missile drop kick somebody in the face. Hell
No,
no.
but
dead ass.
if you're in a gym, someone's going to see someone running.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he thought it was part of the show. Something was going on. Like there was a girl hopscotching or skipping or some shit. So I don't know if there was like some other events going on that people were running around. Like maybe, right? So if that was the case, a security guard just wouldn't just tackle somebody for no reason. You know what I'm saying? So there is that.
I mean, unless they're doing like a 5-foot sprint to see who can get there faster.
Right.
I don't know.
He didn't. Hell, that's what I'm saying. Like, he didn't. It's not like he had a good run up. He didn't. He just took like 3 or 4 steps, like really quick. Got enough momentum to do a missile drop kick. Almost fell in his head.
But he had a good enough run to hit him so hard he broke his leg.
That's true.
That's what I'm saying.
No, I'm saying like that was dead weight. He dead weight landed on his leg because he doesn't know how to fucking kick.
This man ran over and tried to high-yuken someone.
He really did, bro. He really did. I'm surprised. So there's nothing's gonna happen to the guy. He's getting off pretty scot free, I'm guessing, and just like hopefully he learns his lesson type situation, right?
Yeah.
I'll show him what a real missile drop kick looks like.
Yeah, freaking Gino freaking drop kick his ass. All right, I think we're good with this topic. Should we move on?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So our next topic is Twitch affiliate. So basically, all of us here are Twitch streamers. All of us here are affiliates, correct? Yeah, all of us here are affiliates. So just basically, you want to have some insight. Even if people are not watching it today, hopefully, like later on, they can watch it, maybe get some tips and tricks and stuff like that, where they can maybe learn some things that they don't know or some help that they're seeking. So that's the whole reason behind this topic. I'm really passionate about this topic because I feel like a lot of people are just unaware of certain things. You know what I mean? And there's certain easy little tips and tricks that we can do to even quickly get affiliate, to be honest. So we're gonna start with I'm gonna start with Juba because I know this is a really big thing for him too. So Juba, thoughts on reaching Twitch affiliate, man?
Well, do we have 6 hours?
We got about 2 hours. We got about 2 hours, so short and sweet.
What in the fuck?
The short
Six hours, dog.
Twitch has been a really big thing for me. A little background story is I've never used Twitch before last December. First time I ever got on it, I kind of jumped on as a joke,
Right.
and 4 days later, I was a Twitch affiliate.
Right.
And
Wow.
that is very uncommon, and a lot of
Very.
people don't understand that.
Oh, say it again. What was that?
I don't know how you did that. You gotta have it for a week. That's crazy.
He said for a week.
I think I'll be streaming for like 7 days or something like that.
No, not for affiliate.
Yeah, for affiliate.
You do.
It's averaging 3 streams 7 days out of 30
Yeah,
days.
I'm saying I'm pretty sure.
But I kind of finessed that because I would stream like late at night, so mine would carry to the next morning. I think that's how I got mine without actually streaming 7 days exactly.
Oh yeah, Juba, you were streaming for a long period of time when you were first went on, didn't you?
But
Yeah.
see,
So in my first week of streaming, I did 115 hours
What?
sweet Jesus.
I didn't even know that.
while working a full-time job.
You crazy, bro.
I didn't sleep for 4.5 days.
Nice, man. That's sick. Okay, go ahead.
But yeah, it was actually really unhealthy. I was going through a really hard time in my life, but a lot of people kind of see, everyone. Oh, I gotta get this affiliate. I gotta get this affiliate. I see, these cool emos. I see these
Right.
videos going up. I see this and that, and people be getting on Twitter with these follows, and they be doing all this other stuff, but they don't really know all the back end kind of stuff because a lot of people just turn on the game, and then they sit there and they're like, okay, when's it my turn?
Mhm.
And that's it.
Mhm.
I don't know. What do you guys kind of like think about these younger people jumping onto the game system and then turning it on and said, "Oh, I'm a streamer now."
Oh boy.
I mean,
Oh, boy.
that's what I did. That's how I started. I
Right.
seen a whole bunch of people streaming. Like, damn, I can
Mhm.
stream this too.
Right.
But people don't think about what actually goes into it. How much work, how much time, how much sleepless nights.
Yeah.
That go into it.
Mm-hmm.
Because for me, it took me a while to get to affiliate. I didn't get it in like a week or nothing like that. It took me literally like about a month. But because I was playing Fortnite though.
That's why.
Yeah.
That's why though.
Yeah, I mean, but I literally had nobody to help me though. I did it all by myself. Like
That's why too.
I had nobody. So that's
Right.
why it took me so damn long until I started getting to different communities
Mm-hmm.
and start doing stuff. I start playing games that I like to play that made me actually happy. And I could sit there and do it for hours.
Right.
And that's my biggest tip for anybody. Just do what makes you happy. You can sit there and play fucking Spider-Man for 6 hours. Do it. Because you're going to enjoy it. You're going to want to talk about it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think having a niche and
That's
doing
huge.
what you love is
Hey,
huge.
that's huge. You know what I'm saying? Niche, that's huge. That's huge.
So, funny thing about having a niche. So, like I said, I never used Twitch before, and hitting affiliate so quick, I was literally doing stuff way too fast. So as soon as I hit an affiliate, I'm like, oh, well, now I got to get panels. Now I got to get emos, yada, yada, yada.
Right.
So I spent all this money on art. And then come to find out the channel name and all this kind of designs that I went with was super, it just wasn't unique. And everyone was using the terms and it kind of just fell through. And I kind of came up with the Sunshine Network after that. Spent more money on art. Kind of regret jumping so quick into, oh, I need emotes, I need panels, I need this, I gotta have that, I gotta have a green screen, I gotta have all this stuff.
Mhm.
And if I just would have waited a little bit instead of doing the most on everything,
Oh wow.
myself a lot of money.
Yeah, you did spend a whole lot. When I started, I had a PS4, a camera, and a headset. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I had.
Me too.
I gradually built up.
No, but Juba, you had the same thing though. When you first started, you were streaming off your PS4, correct?
So whenever I started, for about 2 weeks, I had a chat box on the screen itself. I didn't have a camera. I didn't have any of that. I didn't start using the camera until like after 2 weeks of doing it.
Right. Okay.
And I started on PlayStation. But a lot of people don't know is whenever you stream from console, you don't only stream to Twitch. You stream to PS Live.
Mm-hmm.
Also brings a lot of people to your live stream.
Right. Okay.
Switch to streaming to a PC, it doesn't happen like that anymore. You're
Mhm.
only streaming to Twitch. And a lot of people who make that move see a really bad rut just because you don't have that little icon by your name saying that you're streaming to all these people that you added as friends that, oh, he's streaming, let me get on Twitch real quick, because they don't get on Twitch every day. So you got to make sure that you stay connected with them whenever you make that big move as well. I don't know. This little food for thought there.
No, that was really well said. I mean, a lot of people think that, and this is, you said something really important there, man. A lot of people think that, well, even if when you get affiliate, man, and you're kind of new to Twitch, you don't know if you really are made for Twitch yet. You know what I mean? On that level, because a lot of people put everything into it, and they're like, you know what? This is cool, but like I don't really like this as much as I thought I did. You know what I mean? And they put everything into it. They spend thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars and effort, and then they're like, you know what? I don't even want to do this. So It's just, at first, I would definitely recommend exactly what you guys been saying is at first, put a little bit into it. You're gonna have to, you gotta spend money to make money to a certain extent, but you don't gotta get the best camera, the best computer, the best lighting, green screen, all this stuff. You don't need to have all these things at first, man. You just kind of test the water, see kind of how you feel about it. Like, hey, I'm streaming, cool, off the PS4. I got a PS4 camera. It's not the best camera, but you can start with it. It's a good foundation, and kind of feel out even if Twitch or YouTube, anything streaming is for you, because at first you're just like, you look at these big time streamers like Daquan and Ninja, and you're just like, wow, that could be so cool. Play video games and get paid for it, or play video games and don't have to go to work. But guess what? Playing video games is work.
It's definitely work.
It's not as simple as you just it's not as simple as you just playing a game and thinking that you got to pay attention to chat. You got to do a whole bunch of outside stuff. You got to sleepless nights on working with shit. You got to spend a lot of money and do a lot of networking and all that kind of shit. And people don't know about all that background, right? It's like almost like you see a rapper like, well, man, he mumble raps, man. He's trash. But you don't know. There's a lot of background shit to make that product pop. You know what I mean? It's not just he just rapping. There's so much shit that goes into these things that you think is just easy, right? So that's something to bear in mind. Like if you somebody that wants to stream and stuff like that, yes, it is fun. Yes, it is cool, but it comes with a lot of other things as well. And just if I was recommend somebody like, just try it out, but don't go balls deep in it. Don't put thousands and thousands of dollars. Just put whatever you kind of have around. Get a PlayStation 4 camera. I think it's like it's here in Canada. It's about like $70-something or $100. I don't know how much it is.
I think I can go and get one for like $25-$30.
Okay, yeah. So Canada, for some reason, I don't know, we get ripped off. Anyways,
and that's without me talking to my cousin.
So you guys can just get a camera, you know what I'm saying? You can use the headset that you're already using online and just start with that and kind of see how it goes, man. And just know that usually, I'm going to say 99% of the time, it's going to be a slow grind. You know what I mean? You just might have that personality where you can just, kind of pop fast. But guess what? Majority of people, it's gonna be a slow grind, man. And just know that. You know what I mean? Because even when I first started,
done in like a year.
Yeah. Even when I first started, bro, I was like, because in my mind, I'm like, I'm this person, I'm that person. I know who I am. I know what I can bring to the table. But I was getting discouraged because I was averaging about 2-3 viewers every time I streamed, right? For the first 2 weeks or something like that. And I was getting discouraged because I'm like, maybe I'm not as funny as I thought I was. Maybe I'm not as interesting or cool as I thought I was for other people to kind of bring other people in. But just know that it's very competitive and it's a slow grind, man. And you just got to start. You got to start and just you have to kind of be conscious of the views, but don't just focus on the views, right? Focus on, even if there's 2 people in your stream, focus on those 2 people. Make sure that they have the best fucking time of their lives, right? So that's something that I would really say. Some people don't even know that you can put on your freaking, you can put a Wisebot. I mean, I learned from Uchiha. You can put Wisebot. You can open a tab on your computer. You can make another account, open a tab, or you can open a tab on your phone, and those all count for viewers. So that's 3 viewers right there.
I found that out so late.
And how much viewers do you need to get affiliate, guys?
3.
You just need to average 3. So that's kind of your bread and butter right there. If you got family members or friends that are into games or that that you feel like they would support you, you can just be like, hey man, I'm just starting this Twitch thing, or I'm starting this. Can you open up a tab for me? This and that. And I mean, for me, my sister kind of liked watching games and stuff like that, so she helped me early on as well. But yeah, just try to reach out to the people that you actually know in real life that maybe be interested in actually helping you and stuff like that. And that's kind of what I did as well. But as well as I had help from like Uchiha and other guys like that. But I mean, when you're first starting, you're not gonna know anybody. You know what I mean? Unless you've been watching streams, you're already a part of a community of people. Then you kind of you're set up for at least affiliate. You're kind of setting yourself up. But if you're like me and Juba and K-Dot and a lot of others that just are starting from, you don't know anybody, but you just want to stream, it's gonna be a little bit different for you. And yeah, that's all I would say about it really. Mercedes, you just recently got affiliate, so you can talk about your kind of journey and like what do you think about it?
GG on that.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Go ahead.
I would say that pretty much I didn't know much about Twitch until maybe 2 months ago. A guy that I watched, he's this guy on YouTube named Patrick Cloud. He was
Mhm.
working on a game called Black Slot. It hasn't come out yet, but it's basically like all black cast members and characters on there, and it's similar to Mortal Kombat. And they would stream on Twitch, like as they're updating stuff into the game, like the skins on the character, the settings, the sound effects, all of that. They would stream every time they updated something. So I was watching that.
Okay.
And then another guy I watch on YouTube named Poise, he streams a lot. So I started watching him, and then one day I kind of was just like, okay, what else is here? And
Okay.
I started like scrolling, looking for stuff to watch, and that's when I pretty much found Rome.
Mhm.
And from there, I've like branched out into the community, and I just was like constantly supporting people. And I always kind of wanted to stream or do YouTube or something, but always, I don't know, got discouraged or just said, nah, not today. I'll do it at some point.
Mhm.
But yeah, like I asked a lot of questions to y'all, and y'all give me a lot of advice and kind of like build up my courage to do it. Kind of telling me like, don't let nothing stop you. Just do it, pretty much. So one day I decided just to get on, and I feel like it was a whole lot easier because before I even streamed once, I had about like 20 something followers just from
Okay.
the people in the community.
Mhm.
And after that, like once y'all knew that I was like trying to get it, I would get shout outs. A lot of people shout me out, and I would get at least 2 or 3 followers from that. I posted on social media too, like to my friends here, and some of them made accounts just to follow me.
Mhm.
Streaming games that you like is very important because I'm not into all of those like Call of Duty, Fortnite, any of that. Like fighting games is not really my forte. I like Telltale games. It's
Mhm.
simple, interesting. Like I like those kind of games. So when I played that game, I got like the most followers. I got a lot of views too. So I feel like basically what y'all said, just staying true to yourself
Yeah.
and not letting yourself get discouraged while you're trying to do something that you're probably passionate about or something that you're just trying. Like you can't get discouraged, and also do not get addicted because I feel like I'm on a fine line between that. I spent a lot of time like the last week working on stuff on the channel, and I feel like so drained and exhausted right now. So
Okay.
I definitely feel like don't do that at all. Take your time and just develop develop over a period of time. Don't try to do it all at once. Don't spend a lot of money until you know for sure like, this is what you want to do, and you have a concrete concept of what you want your channel to be about.
Right.
So yeah,
Nah, that was really well said. Anything else to add?
Yeah, it
Or
was.
that was
she said nope.
She's like,
Hey,
no,
nope.
I got nothing else to say.
Okay, I think next let's go with Yashia, man.
I mean, I'm just gonna go ahead and keep it simple and sweet as best that I can, because I'm pretty sure, Rome, you've already heard me talk about this spiel several times. Your ears are
Yeah.
probably gonna bleed.
They're
after
bleeding
you
right
hear
now.
some
They're
more.
bleeding right now, dog.
You already know exactly what I'm gonna say.
I know exactly what you're gonna say, but yo, say it. It's important.
Because I remember like one of the big things is that you can't be discouraged in yourself. You just gotta go ahead, be yourself and all that. Like Rome, you were saying, like you were discouraged, like people weren't gonna go ahead and like you. But like I remember when I came into your stream and everything, the first time that I saw you jump in, like I remember one of the biggest things, like you said you didn't think people found you funny. I remember the first time I came into one of your streams, you were playing South Park, the fractured butthole.
Yeah.
And I remember the first thing that I thought was so funny, because I was also in that age range too, was your character was dressed as who it was. And
Yeah.
Static Shock was my boy growing up.
Static Shock, man.
You had your character dressed as Static Shock, and I'm like, yo, I got to mess with this guy. This guy's awesome. But you're gonna have those days. It's gonna be one of those things. You're gonna have those days where there's not gonna be a lot of people in your stream. It's gonna feel discouraging, but you just got to keep the grind up. And since we're going ahead talking about tips and tricks, biggest thing people have struggle with is the averaging of 3.
Yeah.
Which is actually fairly easy.
Mhm.
Open a tab on yourself. Make Wisebot a moderator. And then even if you have to, I'm not sure if Steam Elements counts as a viewer, but download. I don't know if you guys are watching this, whoever created it, but you can always get Nightbot, which is doo-doo. But
It is. It really is.
it's just straight doo-doo.
Yes,
It's a bully in your chat.
It really is.
It's gonna freaking. Somebody can say
somebody and shit.
I gotta, yeah. You can just be like, hey, I gotta go poop real quick, and it'll be like, you used the word poop. You cannot do this. This is a warning. It's like, damn, calm down. I'm sorry. Yeah. And it's to the point to where like people go ahead and they like spam emotes on other people. It'd be like, yo, I'm here with their emotes, and if you put 2 of them in a row, it's like, yo, back up.
Yeah.
You are spamming my man with emotes. It's like it was 2.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Even all caps. All caps. If you have all caps.
Yeah, all caps. It's like, yo, this is a warning. I'm about to put you in timeout.
Guns out and the swords out, man.
Yeah, and if you do it again, I'm pretty sure Nightbot comes out of your computer, grabs you by the ear, grabs you, puts you in the corner, and sits you down and be like, think about what you did.
Dead ass though. That's real spit, man.
And I mean, like, it's easy to go ahead and do the 7-day stream. It's easy to get the hours up, and it's easy to get the views up. All you got to do, like I said, is open a tab for yourself, Wisebot, and do Nightbot if you have to, or Stream Elements if it counts. One of the best things to do, what I ended up doing, was taking 2 days in the week to go check out all you guys.
Okay.
And that's something that I still do to this day. I stream as much as I can. Ever since the work-related thing, I've been streaming more, but I've also been not as of lately, just because I'm getting ready to go back to work, which is going to be nice.
Okay.
So, like I said, you just got to go ahead, not be discouraged, keep pulling yourself through, and you know what? Even if you have to, go ahead and find people to game with, as well.
Huge.
Definitely find people to game with. It's gonna make the real you come out more.
Yeah.
Because you're not gonna be sitting there like staring at a screen like, yo, what do I say?
It's so hard.
There's like 6 people like in here. It's like, are they really here?
Yeah.
Do they wanna know about my day? Do they want to know what I had to lunch? Should I show them pictures? Like,
Yep.
you don't know what to say. Go ahead and game with someone so that like you can chill with people, be yourself around, and go ahead and actually have the real you pull out. Yeah, you're gonna be nervous. Like, you're gonna be like, wow, people are watching me.
Yeah.
But a part-time job that I have is that I'm a trivia host, to where I go to restaurants, bars, schools, and I set up my PA system. And half the time I'm usually in front of a crowd of anywhere between 20 people to 150. And I got to talk on a microphone and ask people questions and everything like that. I host trivia. So being someone that's watched all the times, it's nerve-wracking when you first do it. I've been doing it for 3 years now. When I jump up on the stage, I'm still nervous to this day. But it's one of those things where you just got to go ahead and like pull your head out of your butt. Just be like, you know what? People are going to like me. If they don't, they don't.
Yeah.
But you just got to go ahead and get into that comfort zone. Try not to push yourself too hard. But at the same time, try to game with some people that's going to help you, pull the real you out so people can see who you are. And also build yourself more of a community by kind of like what I did. Take a couple days to go and support the streamers. Like, I know all you guys see me like on my days off. I'll pop into Rome's stream and I'll be like, yo, what's poppin'? I'll pop in like the K-Dots. Mercedes if I can. It all depends on time zones too.
That's right.
I mean, Mercedes, I was showing you some love actually the other day. I didn't talk or anything, but I was showing you some love when you're doing your Twitch things.
Yeah.
So, that's another thing too. I don't want to interrupt to be like, "What's up? I'm here," while you're in the middle of a song.
I do that shit, bro. Sometimes.
I feel like the Kool-Aid guy. Hey!
I just drop the command and just be like, "I'm here."
You're in the middle of a song. You could be sitting there singing like "Let It Go," and all of a sudden, poof, oh yeah! You're gonna go ahead and mess somebody up, but it's like That's what I pretty much do. Is I go around, I show support into as many people's streams as I can.
Right.
Build yourself a community. Stay into Discord.
Mm-hmm.
Make yourself a Discord so when you're not streaming,
Mm.
you can keep in touch with them.
Yeah. Yeah.
'Cause that's how it was. Like, I wish that I did that before I took my 3-month break from streaming when I went to work 6 days a week, almost 70 hours. I should have made a Discord, be like, yo, this is what's going on, guys. I promise I'll get back. I lost a lot of viewers from that.
Yeah, definitely.
So you definitely got to go ahead and have something, too, that's going to keep you connected to everybody. So in case something happens, be like, well, I got to go. My mama is all the way out in, Colorado, and she's dying. I got to go take, like, 2 months to go do that.
Right.
People are going to understand.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
We ain't got the fan base like Ninja to where if he takes 2 days off to go to a freaking TwitchCon, he's going to lose, 25K followers.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's really what I got on that.
No, that's really well said, man. And thanks for sharing that, man. I appreciate that.
Not I always try to help everybody that doesn't have affiliate. And another thing I do to build my community real quick is at the end of my streams, I usually try to find somebody in the same game category that I am that does not have affiliate, and I will try to rate the shit out of them.
Yeah, for sure. Showing support and showing love to people that
you show love to
really
somebody, and all of a sudden, boom, you got yourself a new follower right there. They'll pop into your streams, and boom, you're going ahead right there and getting yourself you're extending your channel.
No, that really well said, man. I appreciate that. Gino, man, what do you think about the situation, man?
Well, I'd like to take it back to the beginning.
Okay.
My experience. I never intended to be a streamer. It just happened off a whim.
Really?
It just happened off a whim. I went into Twitch. I started playing with Twitch around 2017. And this was during a time I'm talking like probably one of the worst times of my life.
Okay.
This was like around. I basically got removed from the military at the time.
Okay.
Everything went bad. I was in a car accident. I lost my position. I was in the military. Broke up with my girlfriend. Lost my apartment. All these things happened all in a week. And luckily, I had friends up that lived about 50 miles away, but they said, "Hey, we'll help you move your stuff. You come live with us, and we'll help you get back on your feet." So, fast forward, I'm at the new place, and just trying to keep my head up and try to distract myself. And went on Twitch, and my first perception of Twitch was it was a bunch of assholes on here.
Really?
Yes. I was like, all right, let me get off of here, and then
wow.
I kept looking, and I actually searched through Tekken, and ended up finding a streamer who I'm really good friends with now to this day. Mm-hmm. He was my reason for sticking with Twitch, and just I was like, okay, this dude's pretty cool. And fast forward 2 years, I still follow him. I mean, like we seriously like good friends. So that's what I got out of Twitch initially, was this guy's stream and his community helped me get through a very rough time in my life. Wow. And December of last year, New Year's Eve, this dude said, "Hey man, I know you got the PlayStation VR. Shit, it'd be nice to see some gameplay. I mean, you ever thought about streaming it? Like give it a try." And I was like, you know what? It's like almost midnight, almost everybody's about to count down. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Threw my headset on, put the VR on. I popped in Resident Evil 7. I never played the game, just got it. So everything that was happening to me in this game was like legitimate fear.
Love it.
I used to call it Resident Shit Yourself.
Resident Shit
VR?
Shit
Oh
yourself.
my god.
I'm telling you, I had anxiety. That game was that's the scariest game I ever played.
Oh my
I play with all the lights on, my door's locked.
Yeah, bro.
But here's the thing, though, when you got that VR headset on, if y'all never played VR,
Hell no, not in Resident Evil. No.
I have,
that
but I
was my-
refuse.
That was my first experience with the Resident Evil 7. I never played it prior to that. I put the headset on. I was literally in the game. And that fucked me up. I'm still fucked up from that shit.
He's emotionally scarred.
I really am.
For freaking Resident Evil 7, like, yeah, it really fucked me up and shit. I'm dead.
I really am. So that was the beginning, man. I streamed this game. I streamed Resident Evil 7 VR on New Year's Eve, and I haven't looked back since. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the like when I played the game. One of my videos caught a lot of attention on Reddit. Like I think it's like over 1,000 views. I was like, oh shit!
Wow. I didn't even know about this. Go ahead, man.
So I kept playing Resident Evil 7. I still got some old clips that you can look at. I didn't have much. I had a PlayStation, and people are sleeping on the PlayStation. A lot of people are watching the play. That's kind of what Juba was talking about. You have the PlayStation. People connect you on there. But yeah, man, like that video, one of the videos that of many, that one in particular really blew up on Reddit. And I said, you know what? I think I might be able to do this.
Right.
So
wow.
So that's how it all began, man. So I passed Resident Evil 7 and Resident Evil 2 came out. I jumped on that and like had a low quality headset, horrible mic. You hear me screaming at the top of my lungs.
Distorted.
It's speak it out. Right. But I did it anyway. So my message with that is just use what you have. Use what you have. Okay, but I'm an extremist though. I don't believe in moderation. I don't believe take your time and no, I don't believe that. I believe you go in, right? And the reason why I feel that way is because around March, my apartment burned down. Like everything. I was in there talking to my sister, and the next morning I was smelling the house on barbecue, the apartment on barbecue, and I lost everything. Wow. The only thing I was able to recover was a couple pieces of clothes. My PlayStation didn't get touched. My VR didn't get touched, and I took it as a message. And that message is like, whatever it is you do, invest and put the quality into it, and that's what I've done. Like literally, it's night and day. In a matter of months, the quality that I put in, I hit affiliate within a month, probably less than that, a couple of weeks.
Wow.
But I wasn't chasing that. And to this day, I'm not really chasing that. I want those perks. I want to be an affiliate. Mm-hmm. I want to be a, what do you call it? What's the word I'm looking for? But basically, what's the step above affiliate?
Partner.
That's the word I'm looking for. Now, of course, I want to get those things because that means that I can offer more to my viewers. That's the only reason why I want that. Yeah. But the reason why I even started doing Twitch and why I'm doing it now is because the people that I'm connecting with are people I generally care for. Yeah. Okay, that's what it's all about for me, and I recommend that for anybody. Don't come in this. To me, this is my perspective on it. Don't come in this Twitch thing looking for money. Yes. Build friendships, build relationships. That's what I'm getting out of this. Yeah. And all the other stuff will come later.
Yeah.
I do want to make a quick comment on that, Gino.
Yeah,
I also want to add on to that.
Yeah.
Don't lie to yourself about your reason.
Okay.
Yes.
Because I always hear it. I'm just here for fun.
Fuck no.
But why do you care about getting an affiliate?
Mm-hmm.
Why do you care about this? Why do you care about views? Why do you care about all these things that have nothing to do with having fun?
Mm-hmm. Right.
Whenever you start something like this, it is very easy for your original intentions to change. Facts. Because it starts to pick up and you're like, oh, well, maybe I can do something with this. And you just have to be honest with yourself all the time.
But even that could be hard, Juba. Even that.
Yeah.
No, but he makes a good point. He makes a very good point. Why put yourself on this platform unless there is something that you do want in return? That's I think that's kind of the point you're getting at.
Mhm.
As far as I'm concerned, the quality comes first. And the quality doesn't necessarily mean just what your stream quality is, also your viewers or whoever you're subscribing to. The people that you want following you, you want them to follow you because they legitimately enjoy you as a streamer, as a person, and all those things. I think that comes first and foremost. Those are the people that are going to stick with you for a long time, probably a lifetime, depending on how long Twitch is running. I think that's the first thing. Now, all those other things that come into there, like getting donations. Yeah, I want donations. I'll be frank with you. I want donations because that's going to help me invest in myself, in the stream, and in my streamer, and my followers.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Correct.
That's how the world works. I'm telling you right now, I don't give a damn. That's me being honest with me. Money makes the world go around, and it reciprocates. If you get the money, right, you can invest that into your stream, and that goes back to the viewers. It just reciprocates. It reciprocates with relationships you build and all the other connections you've made in the community.
This is fact.
And that's how I look at it. But quality, treat people that you're connected to or connecting with, treat them as people, not just numbers. Like that's the thing I don't like. At the end of the day. But
go ahead, Juba. Juba, you're saying something?
Oh, I just want to compliment what Gino was saying. It is all about quality because what I keep on seeing anymore is, whenever I get a PC and able to have these alerts and all this cool stuff, I'm going to be able to make it. And you have 0 viewers, but you're over here trying to get a PC. I'm telling you right now, a PC is not going to make it that much better.
Nope.
Because personally, I streamed on console for 3 months.
Okay.
I streamed with no camera for 3 weeks. I streamed for 2 weeks with the chat box on the screen, and I still had people coming to me because they enjoyed what I was doing.
Yep.
You can't. What's the term called? You can't polish a turd like it's still a turd kind of thing.
Yeah. Exactly what it is.
You know, it's pretty much exactly what Gino was saying. It is the quality because people come for 2 things: either you as a person, or they come for the game. And I'll tell you right now, there are a lot of other people streaming that same game at the same time as you.
Unless you're on Jump Force. If you're on Jump Force, maybe not.
Exactly. Which is why I tell people to always try to stream undersaturated games.
Yes, that's a good point.
Like when I first started streaming, I streamed Titanfall 2.
Sure.
That was when I was still into Fortnite, the Juju Night. I was
It had a lot of clout. It was the game at the time. It was.
Yeah, it definitely did. Now I freaking hate the game, but there was a point in time to where I was streaming Fortnite. I'd have 3 viewers. Me, my 2 bots. Pretty much about it.
Oversaturated.
Exactly, way oversaturated. Then I switched to Titanfall 2. All of a sudden, I shot from 3 to 17. There's people in my chat. I'm like, who are these people?
Yeah.
Holy shit. So I started streaming undersaturated games. Before I even streamed a game, I now go into the game and see how many people. So like a game I'm streaming now is Ring of Elysium, which is like a pub free.
Right.
And there's not many people that are actually on the game.
Yeah.
So it's like I'll actually have people jumping in and be like, yo, you play this game?
Right.
Boom, follow. Boom.
Automatic.
Person that checks out my streams now.
Right.
You got to go for the undersaturated game so that if somebody looks for you, they're not going to have to scroll down 17 pages.
Right there.
To find you.
I beg to differ. You do have a point. I'm saying it's not real, but there's another side to that. There's a whole other side of it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Some people intentionally will scroll down to the streamer that has the least views.
Oh yeah, I do that all the time.
I would say a lot of people do that. To be honest with you, I don't have to.
A lot.
Yeah,
I wouldn't say a lot.
I would say some. I agree, but a lot because you know what I'm saying. If it was a lot, then it's like okay, you had 3 viewers, now that's 10. You know, and that's a lot. But I feel like okay, now you have 4. You know what I'm saying? So I'd say some. I mean, I don't know what your experience is. Like I'm not even denying that your experience could be different than mine. But from what I see and what I've actually experienced, it's some. You know what I mean? Some people are like, I don't want to be with the ninjas because I'm lost. I'm nobody. But when I go to a smaller streamer, I'm some. Oh, as soon as you get in there, you do a comment. hey, what's up, Dragon 343? What's popping, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, how you doing? Like, you know what I mean? Because I'm acknowledging because what I have 7 people, so those 7 people, which is really probably 5 or 4, whatever, depending on how you set your shit up. Anyways, you're really those are the meats and potatoes of your stream because you don't really got much. You know what I'm saying? We're all, you know, smaller streamers on a bigger scale of things. You know what I'm saying? So like we can all relate to that.
Right. I have to take K-Dot's side on this one. I definitely 100% agree.
Okay.
That you should play or do something on your stream, whatever it is.
Okay.
Something that you enjoy, like you legitimately enjoy. Because we talk about authenticity. Are you really that person they see on that camera, or not? You know, whatever they just hear you. You don't have to have a camera. Camera definitely helps. It makes it easy to connect with. But
it definitely does. Get a camera if you can, please.
Get a camera. That was that's a good tip. I actually someone asked me that question a couple of months ago. Actually, a couple of weeks ago. Get a camera if you can.
Yeah.
Matt, if you're watching, get a camera.
Yes, get a camera.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay, well the thing is, let's be honest. Like a lot of people at first, especially at first, they do not feel comfortable with the camera at all.
Oh no, they definitely don't.
Their appearance or just like a cat. Like who likes taking pictures here? Who likes taking pictures?
I love taking pictures.
I like pictures.
I mean, we can tell by your profile picture. I'm saying who else?
Yeah, exactly.
I like taking pictures, but I don't like posting them. Like I take them just for me.
Okay, yeah, for you. But like, who likes taking pictures and posting them? I mean, it depends on who you are. You know what I'm saying? If you look like Gino, you probably like taking pictures. But you look like me, you probably don't like taking pictures as much. But like, you know, some people don't feel comfortable in their skin. You know what I mean? And it takes a little bit of getting used to that being on camera, right? So yeah, I think you just if you don't feel comfortable, I mean, you can wear a mask, you do other things, or you could just go with your audio at first, and then like, you know, once you build that fan base or once you build something and you feel comfortable, like, you know, try with the camera, man.
I say throw yourself. Exactly. Get out of your comfort zone. Throw yourself in there.
Okay.
Mess up, fail, and pick yourself back up.
Fair enough. I can agree with that too, though.
You fall on a bike, you get back up, and don't do the thing that made you fall in the first place.
I can agree with that as well, for sure.
You know, I actually have a different point of view on the whole camera situation.
Go ahead.
So, I know actually some very successful streamers that don't use cameras.
Yeah.
So what I always try to tell people is play towards your strengths. Know what your strengths are. If you have a radio voice, I guarantee you'll do better without a camera than you would. Unless you're like, you know, dead quarters, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Have a radio voice, or if you have a really good voice and you can entertain people that way, I'm telling you, you will probably do better without a camera.
You just cracked my head open, Jubo. Holy shit! Like eggs, bro. Like, hold up. I was just thinking about this. There's a couple of streamers actually like that. One in particular, he's a Dead by Daylight streamer, and he never uses camera. And the reason why he does, he's not shy. He's very comfortable on camera. His issue is the way he looks. I'm serious, like, because he's tatted all over. His face is tatted, and people actually leave his stream because they look at him and they have a perception about him.
Yeah, they think a certain way.
Think a certain way, you know, like, you know, this thug, you know, this rebel, you know.
And that's life, though. That's life. People are always gonna like assume, especially if you look certain way. That it is what it is, man. And you got to be aware of it. You know what I mean? It sucks. Well, it's something that you got to be aware of, and it is what it is, type situation. But go ahead, Gino. Sorry to cut you off.
No, but yeah, that's a good point, though. Like, you know, I didn't even think of it that way. You definitely should play with your strengths, and I think we all kind of know our strengths at this point. I know for myself that I can be very animated, and people see that on the screen. You know, like it works. You know,
I saw that when I followed you last week.
Yeah. Gino's the only man on Twitch, other than that guy that made a video a long time ago, but he only went Super Saiyan 1, that black kid. Gino's the only man on Twitch that can turn Super Saiyan blue. On freaking God, bro. This guy yes. And it's the most entertaining thing that you'll ever see in your life.
You can send him one biddy and he turns Super Saiyan blue.
One biddy, bro. Any excuse for him to turn Super Saiyan, he'll do it, bro. And I swear, I'm not even lying. His hair turns blue. It's fucking crazy.
Go ahead and check out my man Gino. Turn Super Saiyan Blue. All it requires is one biddy. Watch an
All it
ad.
requires is 1 cent.
So I want to throw in
Penny.
a few tips real quick, and I kind of want to hear what Mercedes has to say about it. But
Go ahead.
if you use a camera, pay attention to what's in your background. If you got stuff all over
Sure.
the place, it ain't gonna look cool.
Mm-hmm.
Also, if you're using a camera and your camera picture on the stream is the size of a freaking penny,
Yeah.
I promise you, do not make your camera small. It will not make a difference because no one's going to be able to see it anyways.
This
Make
is
it
facts.
big, but
Facts.
also pay attention to what is in the background. Some people care, some people don't. Also, with audio, whenever you're using a mic, if you have children, or if you have dogs, or if you have loud neighbors or loud brothers and sisters, be aware of whenever it's loud and mute when you're not talking and turn it back on. Because whenever I was streaming in the very beginning, I had a roommate.
I remember that.
I always talk about my roommate, and my roommate had to pass the screen every time he had to go to the bathroom. I always do the screen.
Oh man.
It wasn't that bad though.
Everyone always at the beginning knew about my freaking roommate, but you would never hear him because I always be muted.
Right.
But Mercedes, I kind of want to hear what your opinion about all this is actually.
Tell us how you feel, Mercedes.
I just want to, I guess, kind of touch on something that Gino was saying. Like, well, he mentioned it a little bit, like the being depressed and stuff, and looking for something. I feel like a lot of people use Twitch for that. Like, if you feel alone or if you're sad about something, you kind of watch people stream their favorite game. Like, watch people who have a lot of energy. It kind of helps, and it can pull you out of that hole. And I feel like building those kind of relationships in the communities also helps. I feel like everyone can attest to that. Like, everyone has built relationships, and it's basically a family. And if we're feeling sad or something, we can always talk to each other, or we can go jump in a stream and play online with somebody just to feel better. So I feel like it's a big outlet for a lot of people. And also what you said about like playing for, if you're saying you're playing for fun, and it's very easily to get like swept up once you hit affiliate and wanting to do a lot more, or like, okay, like I got something, you're like, people actually like me, like how can I transform this into like a way of income? So I don't know, I feel like I really agree with that, because I started out saying that I was just doing it for fun, like this is something I just wanted to do, and I'm not really interested in money. And K-Dot got on me a lot about that, because people would come in my channel asking to donate to me, and I was like, no, like don't give me your money. And I don't know, like, because I really just wanted it to be for fun, but I feel like that definitely has changed, and now I'm coming out with like a concept, and I'm trying to really better my channel. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I go.
Well then,
yeah,
I mean,
completely agree.
go ahead. What's Chia, go ahead.
I was gonna say I completely agree with that, because you guys know exactly kind of like what I've been going through with the whole being out of work,
Yes.
with an injury, not being able to work as much as I want to go back. Like,
Yeah.
I'm a workaholic. I've always put in like 65 to 70 hours a week,
Yep.
making buku bucks, being able to support as many people as I can, and now boom, I'm out of work because I need to probably go through surgery and everything. Like, it's put me in a major like depressive state to where I don't go out really anymore as much as I should.
Yeah.
Like, and it's like those days to where like I'm being eaten away from the inside. It's not saying that it's a solution, but it's saying that all I know is that all I have to do is open up Twitch, look on the left-hand side, and see if my boy Rome, Juba, K-Dot, Gino, anybody is sitting there.
Mm-hmm.
And all I got to do is just pop in their stream, and boom, within 10 minutes, 15 minutes, like, I'm out of my head. I'm out of my state. Like,
Yeah.
it's a huge thing to where it's like I said, I've been out of work for almost 2 months.
Mhm.
It's I can't even say depressing, because it is legit like crippling.
Yeah.
to the point where I was bringing home enough to pay rent in like a week and a half.
Right.
Now we've been struggling, so it's putting me in like, you know, I've been for almost a month and a half now. Like my inner self has been eating away at everything, and it's to the point where all I know is that I just have to jump online, find one of you guys streaming, and jump in, and I'm Gucci.
Right.
You know, you said something really important there. I want you all to pay attention that he's not talking about going live.
Exactly, I'm talking about just being.
Streamer is not just being live.
Mhm.
You do not have to be live 24 hours a day.
Nope.
You can be involved in your
It
friends.
probably hurts you if you streaming for like 12 hours every day, bro. You know what I'm saying?
It's gonna destroy you.
There's a lot more to being a streamer, to being involved in anything than being live.
Mhm.
That's all I had up with that.
Oh yeah, but no, it's definitely a good point. It's you don't have to be a streamer.
Oh, I tell you right now, if you are ever thinking about being a streamer, you should be a mod first.
Yeah, you should definitely try being a mod first.
Yeah.
And
That's a good
the second that, if you find a community that you like and you enjoy being there and you're a mod and you're really involved and you decide to take that step from being a mod to being a streamer and start streaming, I want you to realize that you do not need to make your own Discord. You don't need to do this. You need to do all this extra stuff because you're already part of one. You do not need to make your own community necessarily because you're already
Part of
one.
a community.
But with this, you have to understand it's not those people's responsibility to stream for you, to be
I agree.
your channel all the time. You have to branch out. The only reason why I'm sitting here right now today is because one day I decided, you know what, I might buy Jump Force. It looks pretty good.
Mhm.
And then I went through Jump Force. I'm like, I need to find a PS4 streamer because I need someone to raid after I'm done streaming. And I found Rome. You know why I found Rome? Because he put PS4 in the beginning of his title. I clicked on him, and then I started watching him, and I started talking to him. Boom. Here I am. That's how I met everyone in this channel right now is
That's
from
exactly
doing
my story.
that.
Yep.
Yeah, it's super crazy to think about because, you know, we're just sitting here, it just happened, but in a way, like we're all connected in different ways, and just even like the smallest thing can change your freaking whole life or your whole projective like destination. You know what I mean? Like you know, me going in Yachia's chat, for example, you know, I was Jump Force. I was about to hop on. I'm like, yo, the game's out. What do you think? He's like, yo, what's up, man? And I was like, I think I was at about 47 followers at the time. Now I'm over 1,000. But at that time, I was struggling, and I was new to Twitch, and I was like, hey, man, what are the characters? He's like, yo, I'll show you the characters. I'm like, yo, I'm trying to play later. He's like, yo, you better hop on. And literally, I dropped him a follow because he was like super kind. He's like, yo, man, everyone go make this guy affiliate. You know what I mean? I'm like, wow, you gonna do that? I donated $10. I'm like, yo, no one ever done that for me before. So I was like, yo, here's $10, man. He's like, yo, man, thank you for the $10. Yeah, everyone just go and he followed me back and it was cool. And literally like that whole situation and stuff like that, like now that's like one of my best friends. Like, you know what I mean? Like one of my guys, you know what I mean? And like just that little situation, and it just changed everything. Like without me going doing that connection, going in this channel, going, you know, checking that directory, like this whole thing would never happen. You know what I mean? So it's kind of crazy, man. Like people think it's just streaming. It is not just streaming. Juba said it. Yuchia said it. It is not just streaming. There's so much other factors. And the best way to think about it is not thinking about it as networking, even though it can be looked at as networking. It's literally trying to develop relationships with people that you vibe with. You know what I mean? You guys don't have to be the same. Just have a common ground and be like, you know what? This is a cool ass motherfucker. I rock with this guy or girl. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna make connection. I'm gonna go into streams. Like literally, I remember I went to work, then I went to sleep, and this guy was still streaming. I was like, who is this guy? You know what I mean? Like, I was like, what the fuck? This guy he's streaming for 30 hours.
My 38-hour stream.
I remember because I remember like it was yesterday. I kept going to this guy's stream, and I was like, bro, you been streaming? He's like, yeah, you know, I'm still on. I'm like, yo, you're still on? And I went to work. I'm like, yo, let me see this freaking weirdo is still streaming. Bro, I went on this guy's series. He's like, I'm still up. I'm like, yo, what the fuck?
I remember. I think it was
thought it was
the
weird.
last. I think it
I'm
was
not gonna
the last time you hit the exclamation point uptime, and it was like 32 hours. You're like, what?
Sweet
Bro,
Jesus.
I literally thought this guy was weird. I was like, he's weird. This guy's weird. I was telling my girl, I'm like, yo, you know the guy that I was like hosting? She's like, yeah, that the white guy that does that, that's playing Jump Force. I'm like, yeah. Yo, this guy's been streaming for 30 hours. They're like, what? And literally he's like one of my best friends on Twitch. Just for on and off stream, we talk a lot. And it's just crazy how like that little situation and it changes your whole life. Me, a person that, you know, I've always been a cool guy in real life, bro. I played basketball my whole life, football my whole life at a pretty high level. You know what I mean? So I've always been like, you know, in a cool crowd, whatever. Like my best friend owns a freaking club night. You know, I've always been that guy. But as I got older and stuff like that, like I kind of took a step back, and I don't really got friends now. You know what I mean? So like these guys and all that kind of stuff, the people on the channel is like my closest people that I talk to every day. You know what I'm saying? It's not the fact that I'm a loser or anything. It's just the fact that, you know, I kind of took a step back of going out, being crazy, and these are the people that I talk to on a panel, like on a daily basis. So it's just crazy to think about how life changes quickly, and it's really exciting because everybody on the panel, as well as myself, is we were all doing really big, really cool things. So it's just a very exciting time for me, and I know that a lot of people are excited too. What they're doing and stuff like that. Gino, for expanding stuff, was Gino too. Gino was in my channel. I didn't even know this guy was a streamer, bro. For the longest, he's been in my channel for like about a month. You know, he never mentioned his channel. He never tried to self-promote. He never like, yo, check me out. It was literally the most genuine thing I've ever seen. And he's like, yeah. I'm like, yo, I'm following you. You know, because this guy just kept showing me love. You know, kept hosting me, all this kind of stuff. I'm like, yo, he's showing me so much love. I mean, like, what's up with this guy? I'm like, yo, am I following this guy? Are you a streamer? He's like, yeah, I stream. Like casual. And I'm like, oh shit. And I checked to see if I was already following him. So I was like, okay. I checked him out one day. This guy turned Super Saiyan Blue. I was like, oh, he's lit. You know what I mean? He turned Super Saiyan Blue. I was like, I've never seen a black man turn Super Saiyan Blue. It's crazy.
I've seen him in your chat so long, and all of a sudden, I think it was last week I found out he's a streamer. I'm like, well, shit.
It doesn't promote. It's genuine, and you just like, and it's like, this guy's, and he was on a podcast last week, and I was like, this guy's amazing. This guy's literally freaking amazing. He's the most sincere, dope person that I've met in a long time, and I was just very grateful to even met a guy like this. You know what I mean? And it's so humbling to like actually be friends with somebody that's like this, man. So shout out to him. Juba, yeah, like Juba said, Juba kind of found me, did this looking for Jump Force streamers. I was like, I didn't know how to pronounce this guy's name. What did I even call you the first time? I don't know.
Well, see, the thing is, I have about 97 different versions of my name.
Right.
I called you Jubo.
I've heard Jabu. I've heard fuck.
I mean, I got it kind of right. I think it was like Juba or something like Jubu.
Anything you can think of. But yeah, no one ever gets it right, so it's cool.
This guy was the most realest person to me. He literally like, yo, you doing this, you doing that, and he was so super real to me. And I was like, no one's ever been this real to me, man. I can appreciate a guy like this. And then we just kind of develop a relationship through that, man. This guy, the one thing I have to say about Juba, he'll not sugarcoat anything. He'll not tell you the things that you want to hear. He'll tell you the things that you need to hear.
Mm-hmm.
So that's, I can't really express anything more than that. That he's very, very real with you. And he's doing it in a way that he wants you to be successful, not in a way that he wants to hurt your channel or anything like that. So, I mean, everybody on the channel, K-Dot was in my stream in Jump Force. He was an anime fan. I didn't pay no attention. He's like, yo, let's do a collab. I remember him saying that. And I'm like, who is K-Dot? Nah. You know what I'm saying? And I was doing good numbers at the time. I was feeling myself, you know what I mean? And that's one problem that I do have. But I was feeling myself. I'm like, yeah, we can do it. But I didn't take no mind. And then I saw him again. He's like, yo, we should do a collab. I was like, okay, cool. I remember your kind of name, this and that. And then Swervo was like, yo, K-Dot streaming right now. I'm like, oh, I remember that name. So I went to the stream. I was like, man, this is my homeboy. I was like, yo, as soon as I was in the stream, I was like, yo, this is my homeboy. Like if this guy lived across the street, I'd be best friends with him. I'd chill with him. We go out to the club, just do the most, you know what I'm saying? Just like freaking, do our thing. So I was like, yo, follow, sub, you know what I mean? And then like from that, it was like history, right? Mercedes, same kind of thing. Mercedes showed me a lot of love. I was like, who was Mercedes? She's like, I'm a girl. I'm like, okay, cool. I was like, my guy. And she's like, I'm a girl. I'm like, okay, cool.
I'm a girl. Oh shit. Okay.
And literally, she's been my little sister ever since, man. And the funny thing is, I actually have 2 little sisters, and she reminds me of one of my little sisters a lot. So she loves Kingdom Hearts. My sister loves Kingdom Hearts. Very soft spoken, but says very powerful things. And that's kind of how we have the panel, and it's just a blessing, man. Twitch has been life changing to me, man. It's hard, it's a struggle. Sometimes you don't feel like streaming, you gotta stream. Sometimes you don't have the energy. Sometimes you get caught up and you're feeling yourself, and you're not reading the chat as much as you should, like me myself. But it's worth it, man. If you're made for it, you know what I mean. And that's a very important thing is you got to do a lot of self reflection and see kind of where you rank up, you know what I mean, and do a lot of homework. I feel like a lot of people just stream, and I mean that's cool at first, and I feel like there needs to be a progression. There needs to be you watching other streamers, learning from them, you going on YouTube and learning stuff that you never knew about Twitch. Like there's stuff that I learn about every day, and as well as try to create a community, or try to find a community that already kind of has the same kind of values that you already have in your own self. So I mean, I really appreciate all you guys kind of like speaking on your stories and stuff like that. Like, I'm sure a lot of people are like, yo, that's fucking sick. You know what I mean? Like, and it's going to help a lot of people that are, new to streaming, not only on Twitch, but even on YouTube, because YouTube has streaming as well.
Oh, yeah.
So, thank you guys for that.
So, we all heard about the PS5.
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
Mhm.
And there's a lot of stuff coming out lately about PS5.
Yeah. It's the hot topic, right?
What are you guys thinking? What's going through your minds with this whole PS5?
I got notes. You know what I'm saying? I got hella notes. Who wants to go first with this, man? I'll let it up to y'all. Who wants to go first and touch on the PS5 and the rumors and the leaks and all that?
I would like to state just before we get into this,
Sure.
nothing is set in stone. These are just
These are leaks. These are leaks
by somebody that doesn't have a completely reliable source on leaking information.
Yes, but
So
there's different sources as well. So I mean, everything with rumors and this kind of stuff, you always got to take it with a grain of salt. But usually there is some truth. Now, how much of the truth we don't know. But I'm gonna let Ichia continue. Go ahead.
like even with the whole controller thing, like with the whole controller having its own like little
Screen.
camera and screen and everything on it.
Mhm.
From what everyone else is also saying too, that's not going to be true.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I just wanted to get that out. Just saying that, everything that we're about to say are only leaks. Nothing is guaranteed. And that's just the point that I'm getting at.
Right.
Not everything what we're saying is don't go ahead and be like, yo, well, Rome said that this was going to happen.
Exactly, yo.
Yo,
With
Juba
GG
said this was
podcast,
gonna
everyone
happen.
said that it was gonna be like this, but y'all lied. It's like this is the leaks.
Exactly. These are leaks. These are nothing that's going to be, these are nothing set in stone.
Right.
Yes.
I just wanted to get that out of the way before we started this conversation.
Yes. So this is stuff that we, and not only us, but you guys can easily YouTube and Google and check out the information. So
I don't want to go online and see on US Weekly Uchiha's 669 is live about PS4 leaks.
I'm freaking dead. No, dead ass though. Like it's not set in stone, but these are things that we've researched and put up probably a lot of effort into, see what we can find out, do a little digging on Reddit and all that kind of stuff. So who wants to start this off?
So I'll go over to a few things that I've kind of found myself.
All right, go ahead, Jewel.
One of the biggest things that are being talked about is price. A lot of people are talking about how much it's going to cost when it actually drops.
Okay.
People are saying, it's going to be $5.99, and people are kind of wishy-washy about it.
What do you think?
My opinion on the price is I don't think it matters. And the reason why I say I don't think it matters is because you have phones coming out every year that are $1,000, $800, $900.
Good point.
Been like that for a few years now.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the game systems in general do last a lot longer than phones. So I think saying that a game system that costs $5.99 is too much. I don't think that that's fair. I think that with the type of technology and the time and the development that it's even taken to get this game system, I think that is a reasonable price, honestly. Second thing is, I think that the PS5 will be very VR focused. I think it's going to be a lot more VR kind of stuff going on, and they're going to really kind of ride on the whole backwards compatible, because people have been waiting for it for years. It's something that it was really big with PS2, 3, and everything. It kind of lost its way with the 4, so they want to get back to that kind of thing because they're tired of buying a new system kind of
Right. That's
And,
huge. Huge.
I think it was you
Xbox got it, so I mean,
that mentioned a few weeks ago about how we're literally talking about the last game systems.
I think this is the last hardware. Yeah,
This is gonna be like the last physical consoles because
I agree.
like streaming is the next thing, clouds are the next thing. Google's trying to come out with Nvidia, and all these things are coming out. It's probably going to be the last console.
Right.
That's all I got on it, honestly.
No, really well said, man. You touched on all the points that that has kind of been leaked and all that kind of stuff. K-Dot, what do you think about it, man? You looking to the PS5? You got some notes ready or what?
Man, my only thing is, I mean the price. I don't know. I kind of agree with you saying, Drew, but I kind of don't, because a lot of people don't just got bread just to spending on that. Even if it is the next gen, the next best thing, it's still like it's a game. At the end of the day, because you gotta think a lot of kids, parents gonna be trying to buy this, and that's exactly what they're gonna tell them. It is a game.
Yep.
You just got the same one, but you want a new one.
Right.
But I do like the specs of it.
Mhm.
I am the leak specs of it. I'm appreciate all that because it's just like a whole another level. Like, because I came from Xbox, so when I went from Xbox 360, that was top tier. I'm gonna say it was better than the PS3. Yes, it was.
It was.
When I moved,
It was.
then I moved to the PS4. I'm like, oh, like this is just a huge upgrade.
Yeah,
so
it
I'm looking
was.
forward to the next upgrade and see what they're gonna do with it.
Okay.
So I'm reading something like it got a what? I think Ryzen putting like a CPU in it. I don't know
Yes,
how
it's
true that
Ryzen.
is.
It's a version of Ryzen CPU. Yep.
And I'm messing with that. I got my own Ryzen, so I'm like, okay, I can kind of look forward to that. I'm getting into that computer geek stuff, so yeah, I can follow
Right.
with that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But everything else, to me, it's just gonna be the next thing. So I ain't really too hyped about it until I see it, until I get actual reviews about it.
Yeah. It's true. It is early on. Let's go to Mercedes. What are your thoughts on the PS5 and the leaks and everything like that?
From what I saw, I saw a lot about the prices and how they thought it would look, saying that PS5 has always been one of the most prettiest consoles, and they've never had failed in their design structure and all that. But the thing that really stuck out to me was the controller. I seen a controller with a screen on it, like a touch screen.
I seen
You
that.
could respond to messages and stuff, and I think that's really cool. But I also feel like it's kind of unnecessary.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
It's like an Xbox controller.
Hey,
I mean, I don't know. I think it'll be big. I feel like Sony as a whole will still be dominating, especially once that drops.
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
So do you guys think that they're gonna rush it if Xbox tries to drop their what do they actually call it?
No, I don't think so.
I think they already did though, because I read something
Facts.
saying that it was the PS5 was supposed to come out in 2021, but they got word that Xbox was dropping something in 2020, so they moved it up.
I think it's called the Xbox Scarlet.
Yeah.
Yep, that's the code name.
Boo. Don't even sound like I want to buy it.
that's probably like a code name. They always
Yeah,
have code
it's a code name. Yeah, they
It's
always
gonna
got
be
code name.
all red or some shit like that, and it's not.
Right.
It's gonna be the exact same. It's
It's gonna
gonna
be
be
the
a box.
Xbox too. It's like, yo, they really
Yeah,
then we ready to get the
fucking
Xbox too. Goddamn. Gino, what do you think about the not Xbox, the PS5? My bad.
Well, I've a couple things I want to touch on the leak specifically.
Sure.
What I saw, I didn't see any trailers, videos, anything like that. I just saw what I saw, and it was a catastrophe. That control is absurd. We don't need a touchscreen. We don't need that. Maybe a mouse pad like it has. Don't fuck this controller. It's fine the way it is. That's it.
They
You
always
know,
trying to make it better though. Like, you're always trying to make it better, bro. Like you know what I'm saying?
okay, so the only way to
Make
make
some
that
grips
control,
to it then. My
only
bad.
way to
Bro.
make that control better is to make it bigger. That's it. That's literally all you have to do.
I got small hands. I don't know.
I don't like that big controller, bro. No, I'm
Yeah,
cool.
the big controller. I don't know.
Well, I got medium sized hands, so it won't bother me either way. I'm fine
Okay.
with the control as it is.
Okay.
All right, but moving on. What I believe is the future for the PS5 definitely what Juba was saying is VR. They're pushing VR now. I feel like that's going to be the future of my stream as well. I'm going to put. I started off with VR. And I want to do a lot more VR streams. I got a lot of games on VR I haven't even touched yet. So I'm actually excited to start doing that. But as far as backward compatibility, I don't think that's going to happen. Maybe for PS4 games, but I think the games that they're going to have this huge PS4 store. They're probably going to push PS Now a lot more, where you can stream. You can stream the games that like all the old games from PS1 all the way up to now. I think that's the direction they're going. Okay. That's the direction of gaming in general. This is going to be the last. This is going to be the last console. This is why you have PlayStation and Xbox. They're teaming up because they know it's the end. Yeah. I give them 5, maybe 6 more years, and no one is going to be on a console anymore. You won't need to, and by then, hopefully, technology is caught up. To the point where we can actually stream games that way. It's going to change the way we do streaming as it is. Like how we know it now. Is going to be completely changed. But I think PS5 is going to have the great hoorah at the end. It's going to be the shit. And especially when it comes to VR. I'm excited for that.
So do you think that they're going to, how long do you think it will be until they get rid of disc?
Oh, that's a good question.
Last console, man. This is the last console.
Because if you think about it, if they just cut disc out, boom, backwards compatible, done. Because, everything's in the store.
Yes. That's my point.
Exactly.
So CDs, that's going to be obsolete. That's pretty much obsolete now. If you think about it, with all the devices we have now.
Speak for yourself.
Look. I know,
like
Nintendo. I don't know. It's going to be a little bit longer. I feel.
But see, the thing is, like you're about the culture, K-Dot. You like having, you like things to be tangible. You can touch them. And I feel that. You like having all your, you like having all your DVDs and CDs stacked up. You know what I mean? Like,
DVDs, CDs.
That's like Blu-rays at least or 4K. Damn.
Whatever. But that's not the future. We're going to be in a wireless world one day. That's going to be the future. Nothing's going to be. Everybody's going to be disconnected and free.
All right. Who didn't go? Yuchia. I know you got notes. I know you got some notes right now, though. I got notes. I'm fun to get detailed with it. I got my notes.
He got a good point. I'm sorry. I have somebody in the chat made a good point. He said that there is no way in the next 10 years that we'll be able to stream games in 4K.
No.
Not in the next 10 years. He said that's I don't know.
Wait, the next 10 years?
He said not in the next 10 years. We won't be able to.
I don't know about that. 10 years is a long time, my guy.
That's a long time.
Think about where we were 10 years ago from now. Think about that shit.
Are we talking about the whole world, though?
That's what I'm saying.
I would agree with that if we're talking about the whole world as streaming, but there would be countries that would be able to do that in that time frame. Yes, but not. But the thing is, like,
it's gonna be 2030, bro. Like, can you imagine that? Like, think about it. 10 years from now, bro.
I'll be riding my hoverbike to work.
Well, I get all that, but if you think about it, though, if you can stream in 4K,
10 years,
does that mean that the viewer can watch in 4K?
Bro, I'm about to go in soon. You just go over it so I can go in.
Now, whatever you stream right now in 1080p, people on mobile cannot watch you.
I know.
Whenever your bit rate is higher than 3,500, they cannot watch your stream if they're not at home on Wi-Fi.
That's true.
I understand what you're saying, but I'm saying 10 years from now, though. 10 years. You know how long? 10 years you're going to be in a completely different state. Like, you know what I mean? Like a state of your life. Like, technology is going to be, it's going to be unreal. 10 years?
I'll watch
my daughter at that point.
Yeah. How old y'all going to be, Yuchia, in 10 years?
She's, 10 years and 2 months, she'll be 14.
Damn.
That's what I'm saying. That's a whole nother chapter right there. That's a whole nother trilogy of movies, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's where it comes down to the lines of, if anybody here has seen Bad Boys 2, it shows up to my doorstep. Yo, I'm looking to take your daughter out. Oh, are you?
Damn, bro. Like, wait, weren't all the Avengers movies all filmed before 10 years?
Yeah.
True.
That's what I'm saying. A lot could happen in 10 years. Anyways, Yuchia, man, go ahead and go, man. Because I need to go. You know what I'm saying? I'm being selfish. Go ahead.
Yeah. You need to go, but I'm just gonna sit here and smile while I look at my gorgeous PC.
Yeah,
While I
flex.
talk about PlayStation.
All right. Let's talk about us peasants, though, real quick. Go ahead.
You guys aren't peasants, all right? You guys aren't Xbox. It's good.
The peasants.
But I mean, I'm just gonna say this. I've looked at a lot of different videos and articles and everything when it came down to the PS4. You know, most people are like, "Oh, the controller with the whole new video thing." There's so many other people that are like, "Nah, that's fake."
Right.
Like, that's not how it's going to be.
Mhm.
But I mean, the whole boosting their shit up to like 60 frames per second and everything, they got to do that. I mean, I switched over to PC 2 months ago. I went onto my PlayStation once, maybe no, twice, because I did have to help my girl with a part in Kingdom Hearts 2.
Okay.
I swear to God, I got a headache after 5 minutes of watching the fucking frame rate and everything from PlayStation.
Yeah.
They gotta be able, if this is going to be their last console, they need to be able to sit there and come up with something that's going to be not it. I mean, I'm sorry, but I don't think it can reach the PC level because PC every couple of months or so is always upgradable. But they need to pull into something to where like they can play something like the PC now, to where they're going to have the higher frame rates. They're going to have, you know, from one of the other things that I saw is that they're trying to do the 8K when it comes to releasing the PS5. No TVs out there right now, at least I don't think, are 8K. I mean, prove me wrong, I don't know. But there's just a lot of things that I've seen on the PS5 to where it's like so many people are just giving what they want to happen, saying that that's what the leaks are.
Yeah.
It's hard to exactly tell what are actual leaks or not. So it's kind of like to the point where we're just going to have to sit there. Leo, you be quiet and chat over there.
Overrated. I'm dead.
Yeah, PC overrated. Yo, get your 30 frames per second out of here. But I mean, like, it's so hard to be able to actually sit there and talk about the leaks because they're not all entirely from reputable sources.
Yeah.
Like, from most of the people that I saw watching the articles and everything like that, it's just from people that are unreputable. It's just people trying to say, oh, well, you know, I want the controller to have this screen that's going to be able to, like, read my messages for me and groom my hair. I'm just going to say that it's, you know, it's going to happen.
Right.
So if I had to give out any insight on the PS5, they better up their FPS. They better put something out if this is going to be the last console that's really going to wow us and make us want to stick with the PS5 until this whole cloud gaming.
Right.
Now, how does that make everybody feel? Knowing that consoles are going to be obsolete. How does that make you feel?
That is fuck, bro. Honestly, bro.
I don't think they'll be absolutely obsolete because I feel like Microsoft at the same time will still come out with some kind of quote console that you can stream
from,
the cloud along with PC. But I feel like PC is also going to switch around to the point where they're going to be like, okay, well, now we need to be more like Microsoft and come out with us.
I mean, PC is Microsoft in a certain extent.
Well, yeah.
True.
But I mean, like, don't compare us PCs to Xbox, all right? I feel like that's a little offensive, and my guard just got up a little bit.
We're all one family.
Exactly. But I feel like at that point in time, they're also going to go ahead and pull something out that's going to be more of like a social media console.
They talked about that
shit. Exactly. But I feel like once everything goes to the cloud, they're going to come out with these, quote, consoles that aren't consoles. Now, this is just my opinion. Don't put me up in New York Times. Uchiha said this.
No, you good. You good.
I just feel like afterwards they're going to sit there and they're going to be like, okay, well, we're going to come out with this, quote, console, not console, that's going to be able to play from the cloud itself. But at the same time, it's not going to be majorly focused on that. Right. It's going to be more of like a Netflix, a Hulu, kind of what the Xbox
That's what they want.
Today. Exactly. That's what I feel like they're going to do. I feel like this is going to be the last console that's going to be for gaming.
Okay.
I feel like they're going to come out with other stuff that's going to be more of like, watch Blu-ray on 8K on their new. They won't even call it, like a PlayStation something. They'll call it probably something else. But that's just why I feel like what is going in their direction. But if they're going to come out with a new last console, they need to really make this right.
I feel you on that.
But here's the thing. Here's how I look at it.
Mm-hmm.
Consoles haven't been consoles since the Dreamcast. They're computers now. They have motors and everything in them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But they're focused on gaming.
That's true.
Yeah, exactly.
But I feel like they're going to switch themselves to be more of okay, well, now you can go ahead and search the web with your voice and check your Facebook.
Yeah,
Sony.
Well, I mean, you just literally described Xbox One.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like they're going to switch over to that format, but it's not going to be majorly towards gaming. You can probably have that option to be able to be like, okay, yeah, you can play from the cloud. But I just feel like they're going to be going into that direction.
It's going to be a bunch of gaming PCs. There are now.
Oh, yeah. But okay, at the same time, do you think like, if you're saying gaming PC, is parts going to be interchangeable and all that kind of stuff, or is it going to be, hey, this is what you got? You know what I mean? Because if it is, this is what you got, then it's like it's still a console in my eyes.
I feel like PC is always going to have that
Computer,
interchangeable.
Oh yeah, PC will.
Yeah,
right.
Because like I said, PC could they come out with something new every single 3 months or so. Like I'm sitting here right now with the 2070 Ti graphics. They have a 2080, which I would love. But by the time
It's not that much better though. It's not that much better.
Exactly. But I mean, like by the time I go back to work and I start saving up for that, and I get the 2080, they'll come out with 3000 Ti.
Yeah.
Come out with a 3020 Ti or some shit.
Like 8 months later, something like that. Yeah,
exactly. They're always going to have the interchangeable parts. They're always going to continue to upgrade. Yeah, it's PC. Master Race, King Leo.
I'm gonna go. If anybody else got something to say real quickly before I go in,
I was about to say, Rome, spill what you gotta.
Oh, bruh, I'm gonna go in some details. Wait, before I do that, does anybody else got something to say real quickly? Mercedes or K-Dot or anybody, Juba?
No, because if I say something, it's going to spark a 15-minute conversation.
I bet. Then I'll go. So this is the leaks that I got, and I did like a lot of research on it. So the SSD is going to be 10 times faster. So what does that mean? That means that the loading screens are way faster than we have now. When you're playing some freaking bullshit ass Jump Force and you're waiting freaking 3,000 hours to freaking loading the game.
Dauntless.
That shit is gonna be way faster. So you pretty much load an app and boom, boom, you're in it. Just like a PC. Upgrade if you have a nice PC with some fast SSD, bro. You in that game instantly. As soon as you click on that game, you're in the game. Whereas in PS4, we gotta wait 3,000 hours. Freaking, we can watch episode of SpongeBob and that shit freaking finally loads. So I'm excited about that. If that is legit 10 times faster, that's fucking dope as fuck. Okay. We got the backwards compatibility. I mean, we've been begging for this for so long. Xbox got it. Why don't we got it? Why don't we got it? Because they're trying to freaking capitalize on still the old sales, which is some freaking retarded ass shit. They put on the store to be like, hey, you can buy this through the freaking PS Now. No, we need backwards compatibility so we can play with our friends that don't have as much money as us and shit. You know what I mean? So I'm really hoping that they will have it. It's rumored to have it, but like I said, all these are like all Yuchia said, like these are leaks, man. So I don't know if it's legit they're gonna have this, but this is rumored. The price. I think Mark Cerny, which is he's a part of the head of development for PS4, Sony in general, but PS5 and PS4, and he also designed the PS4 Pro. He said that the price is going to be consumer friendly, so I don't see it being over 600. I would assume it would be 500. I don't know how they would do it. I think
500.
I think at the end of the day, consoles and these companies, they don't make money off their freaking consoles. They make money off their software. They make money off their games. So I see it as being hey, this is 500. We're going to cut our losses, but hey, we're going to make hella money on these new God of Wars and new Horizons and Spider-Mans and all the new IPs that they're going to be having. So I think it's going to be around $500, to be honest. I don't think it'd be no more than 600. They'd be foolish to do it more than that because people are just going to be like, fuck that shit. Like K-Dot said, a lot of kids are not willing to pay for this shit. And there is a lot of kids that play consoles, right? It's I I don't see it being more than that. You know, because at the end of the day, we all been young and shit like that, and our moms are like, if it's too high, they ain't gonna buy that shit. They're gonna be like, you playing a PS3 to like, you know what I mean? Until that price goes down, and then maybe one Christmas or birthday that you might get it once the price goes down significantly. So I think it's gonna be around $500. Maybe 600 max. If it's more than 600, that's be the biggest mistake that PS4 make. Sony as a company make, because I don't think Xbox would do that. They say it's rumored to come out 2021, 2020. I don't know what you guys' views on that is. I always said 2021, but the way that's looking now, it might be 2020 to be honest. Holiday season. So not this year, but next year during like December, November time. I think it also depends on what Microsoft's doing, because I think Microsoft's ready next year, to be honest. So even though they're teaming up and shit like that, like it's still a competition, and you don't want to be left behind, because we all seen what happened with the freaking PS3. That shit was way too expensive.
Oh yeah, what was that? $600 on drop?
It was stupid, man, because they had the stupid Blu-ray player and shit like that.
Yeah,
anyway.
that was stupid. I remember I wanted to cop that and I couldn't.
Yeah, I mean the only benefits it really had was, I'm talking at launch here, is it had the Blu-ray player, and you had better graphics, but it was other than that, and the free, I think it had free online as well, which was a big advantage. But people were like, you know what, we don't need all this shit, we want a game. So that's kind of like a big thing too. It's gonna be 8K compatible. I'm scared about this. Why? we can't even get 4K to run straight. I'll be happy with a 4K 60 or 1440 60 across the board. I'm more of a frames per second guy. I think it looks. I think it makes the game actually look better, in my opinion, because it's smoother. If I play a 1080p game and it's 60 frames per second, it looks better to me than a 4K game that's 30. That's my opinion. Obviously the resolution is not as good, but for some reason, when a game looks smoother, that shit looks so good to me. I actually played God of War majority in the 4K version. When I say 4K, right? But I played majority of it in the 1080 60 version than the 4K 30 version, which I just thought it looked better and it was smoother, so I enjoyed it better. It's gonna have a Ryzen CPU, supposedly a version of Ryzen. So I don't know if that's the new Ryzen that just came out or whatever, but it's gonna have a custom version of Ryzen. It's gonna have a ray racing or whatever that's called. So that's pretty much only done through PC and movies right now. So if you watch, let's say a Star Wars or a Transformers, where you see the lighting, reflections off like helmets and stuff, you see the the fire, the lighting is super bright, super vibrant. That's what you're seeing. It's a newer technology, but it's done in the most powerful PCs, and you'll see it in like the very top end movies. So that's really sick, because that's gonna make your game look crazy, man. Like it's gonna add a different dimension as far as colors and all that shit goes. So I'm excited about that. It's like, think about it as a better version of HDR / just a more like sophisticated technology, right? As far as graphics go. It supposedly will. I think this is not supposedly. I think this is pretty much guaranteed. It's gonna have a disc slot, so you're still gonna have physical media, which is important for a lot of people like KDOT, and not really me, because I do game sharing and stuff like that. So for me, it's more of a it's cool to have certain games physical, especially if you
have from the restaurant.
It's all good if you have like a special connection with the game. Like for me, God of War is like really special to me. So certain games like that you want to collect. But for me, I just like playing the game for the experience. So it's not really super important for me, but I know a lot of people, it is like a must. Like if you're not going to have it, it's like, yeah, I'll get Xbox. So supposedly we'll have a disc slot. So you guys will have physical games still going on, which is dope. What we didn't touch on was it's going to have a new audio. It's going to have a 3D audio. I think certain games already have it, like Uncharted 4. Pretty sure it has some sort of 3D audio, which is just more of it's more of a detailed version of audio. So think about surround sound, but and some, right? It's very like, hey, instead of just hearing it back of you, you hear it exactly where it is back of you, right? That's supposed to be the rumor. So I'm kind of excited for that. People with headsets and really good stuff like that, you'll be able to kind of hear it, like footsteps exactly where they are. If you're playing a game like Call of Duty or some shit like that. So it's supposed to be really good technology. So we'll see with that. it's supposed to be gonna have VR embedded in the console. Which
Yes.
means, so Gino, I know you got VR, so you know all them freaking cables and all. Like it's a hassle, right? You know what I mean? You got all this shit that you're freaking. I mean, the new one's a little bit better. They took away some cords and stuff like that, but I know the original VR set was trash in the sense of it had so much connections and da, 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 da. And if you want to go back to playing regular, you have to unplug and do a whole bunch of shit. Supposedly it's going to be embedded in the console, so you're just going to have the VR headset and you're going to plug it right back in the console, and that's your VR. Which for me, which don't have VR, is way more appealing for somebody like me that's new to VR that might want to try it. So if it does actually have that, it's gonna be freaking dope, amazing. So I'm pretty excited about that. I hope that rumor is true. I really think that it would be. Why not? They did a lot better than they thought they would have done with VR. So I think that's probably for sure thing too.
I felt like I was going into Sword Art Online, putting my VR on.
So
Link, activate.
I got one more thing to say. And this is kind of like the one that no one talks about, but something that I think dearly, and I think that is possible. Why? Because of the success of the Switch. I think that we might get something like a PS5 on the go. You know what I mean? I think that, and I don't know if it's going to be done through streaming or exactly how they're going to do it, but I think that we might get a PS Vita 2. I don't know if they're going to call it that. But I'm saying
PSP was ahead of its fucking time.
The PSP, bro. I remember being in math class, not understanding the teacher, bro. Guess what? I was playing Naruto.
On the man.
Yeah,
That was so heat.
the Def Jam. I don't know if you guys remember the Def Jam that was on there. They had a lot.
Yo, Def Jam.
They had the Dragon Ball Budokai games on there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
They had everything. You could take it in your pocket.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm thinking that they might do something like that. You know what I mean? I don't know if they're gonna. I don't know how exactly they will do it. And I'm not saying it's going to be 4K or nothing like that, but I think that they might come out with some, you know what I'm saying, to compete with the Switch.
I don't know.
And that's just me being optimistic and me thinking that's not confirmed. Don't think like, okay, Rome said this, like you said. Rome said this, It's not set in stone. It's just me being optimistic and me thinking, hey, why not type situation. Because one thing about Sony is they do like to take risks. I don't think they're really scared of that, and they're not scared of competition. So I can see them trying to, tap into that market again. The only thing that might discourage them from doing so is the PS Vita failed a lot, because what did majority of us do when we had a PSP? K-Dot, what did we do?
Shit, I played the shit out of it.
Nope.
I don't know.
Yeah, we did.
He's like, nope.
I mean, okay, I can't speak for K-Dot, but majority of us, I know around my neighborhood and stuff like that, we hacked the fuck out of that shit. We did custom firmware. And
I ain't hacked mine.
Okay, we got a whole.
I hacked the shit out of mine.
We got a whole bunch of. Not only did we get some PSP games, but we got emulators. So we got. We had
the reason why we ain't got it no more.
Exactly.
I'm mad as hell.
I mean, okay, I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying for you guys to jump online and be like, "Yo, word," wrong, and then go and try to find a hack PSP. But I mean, I was young and stuff like that. I didn't have a lot of money. I probably get one game every 2 years type situation. So I was trying to find out any in which way that I could get free games and play the new God of Wars and all that kind of stuff that was on the PSP that were really good, by the way. And now you can play them on a PS4. So if you guys still want to play that, there's collections that you guys can do so. But yeah, man, that was partially the reason why a lot of developers shied away from the PS Vita, because they felt like, hey, it's going to get hacked anyways. Why put a lot of money when we're not going to get the return? So that's why you see a lot of developers that were really hesitant to put games on the PS Vita, and except for Japanese titles. So you got a lot of RPGs and stuff like that. But I'm very hopeful that they will actually put out a handheld. I think that'd be really cool. So what do you guys think about all the shit that I said? I mean, some of it's rumors, some of it's my own thoughts on it. What do you guys think?
Yeah, so I want to get on that AK you was talking about.
Okay.
There's a reason for that. For one, it's possibly that it's going to be the last console. I'm going to go ahead and say it is, right? Yeah. You also look at what that's Jubo brought this up. And I'm just going to reiterate it. They're getting prepared to really push VR.
Yeah.
And that's what it's there for. That's like PlayStation 4 is doing a really great job with VR. I'm loving it. But there are things that I definitely want to see in VR, especially with the PS4. That the PC,
Is the VR
So-
real huge though? Like, is it really that huge?
Yeah.
It's
growing.
not super huge. It's just
It's up and coming.
Sony projected it to be a certain way, and guess what? It pretty much shot their goals out of the water. So they're like, you know what? If we double down on our resources and stuff like that, guess what? VR is going to be even bigger than we thought.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay. Okay.
It's gonna blow. It's blowing up right now with the PS4.
Right.
It's doing better than anybody thought it would.
Yes.
Now, the limitations that the PS4 has that PCs don't have is the 360 capability. And it's only been like one game, and it's called Space Junkies, that has been able to create a 280 degree. And it's the only game that's been able to push, and it's awesome. 280 degrees of complete control of your environment.
Right.
I don't know how the PS5 is going to do this. You said something about a wireless built-in PVR type deal. I don't see that being possible.
Okay.
PCs aren't even doing that, so I don't even think that's real. I believe that it's going to be all hooked up on the PlayStation like it is now.
Okay.
You need to rig it up. You know, some people getting fancy right now. You can look it up on YouTube. People hooking up their wire to the ceiling. I'm probably going to have something like that myself, where it gets the wires out the way, and it's easy. It's not that bad. It's not even that bad with the wires on the floor. They don't get in the way.
Okay.
But as far as the technology the PS5 is going to have, I believe that it's going to have like maybe a 2-camera technology where you're able to actually capture, you know, the whole 360 effect.
Okay.
Versus having one. That's what I believe is going to happen. And something else that you mentioned about a handheld. I don't even know why we even get into this topic.
So I think what the smart move would be if Sony teamed up with Nintendo and Xbox separately, and they combined the PSP with the Switch, and just said, "This is it. We're not gonna have this version and this version, and make a fucking transformer of a Game Boy." And
Nintendo.
then you have Sony mix with Xbox and make a transformer that turns into a Ferrari, Lambo, or Bugatti.
Ferrari, Lambo, Bugatti.
Bro, you killing me right now, my guy.
And it turns into a rocket ship and everything. Like,
It cooks for you all that shit. I'm dead.
it would be the smartest move. I mean, we're getting rid of discs. We know this.
No.
We're going outside more because you got Pokemon Go. You got all this stuff going on. We're going through new versions of phones every day. Mobile games are becoming more popular. There needs to be some kind of combining force because everything is getting so expensive now.
Mm-hmm.
Because like if you think about it, flat screen TVs back in the day were like $800, $900.
Yeah.
And now you can go down and get a flat screen TV for what, $299?
Yeah, I would recommend getting. I would not. I'm a big TV head, bro.
But it would be the smartest move on Sony's part. I don't think that Nintendo is gonna have issues.
No, hell no.
I think they're gonna come out on the good side, just because when we had this whole conversation, we're not even considering what Nintendo's doing. You know what I mean? We're not even like saying, "Oh, Nintendo is not about to be a thing anymore." No, Nintendo will still be a thing. There will still be a handheld game, but I don't think people are going to be sitting at a desk or on their couch playing video games anymore. I think it's going to be very interactive. I think people are going to be walking around. I think people are going to be turning into Super Saiyans and going over to Planet Namek.
Yeah, in a VR sense, yeah. In VR sense, you're right.
No cap, that do sound hella lit. How you just said
and better we are gonna get there. But the thing about Nintendo is stuck in their ways. They're the OGs, right? It's like
they started this.
Yeah, they started this. They've been proven. And guess what? They don't care what Sony does. They don't care Xbox. They're in their own. They're in their own. Yeah, they're in their own lane. They're in their own category. They're in their own kind of wave where it's like, hey, y'all do whatever you want. Y'all compete against the next guy. We don't care about this shit. We're creative. We're finding new ways to play. We're finding, they have that I forget what it's called, but it's Nintendo cardboard thing where you could play.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So they're finding new ways to play games, right? They're not trying to compete with the best graphics. They like fuck that shit. You know what I mean? We're not putting resources in that. y'all can have that. You know, PC, PS4, Xbox X, One X. Y'all can have that. We're in our own lane, right? We're the handheld gods. First of all, you know, we have the Nintendo seal of approval, which means something. It definitely does mean something. So they're in competition with themselves because they're in their own lane. You know what I mean? In the console space, they're not even a console. They're a hybrid. In my opinion. I wouldn't say they're a console. They're a hybrid. They're both. They're a handheld console. You can on the go when I'm playing. Guess what I'm playing? It's simple. You know what I mean? And then when I want to hook up to my TV, I can hook up to my TV. I'm playing the exact same game. So, I mean, I don't know. I was just thinking like, hey, maybe Sony would want to get in on that. Maybe Sony's like, fuck that, because we got the console on lock. So it was just me being me kind of like, you know, thinking about different ideas and stuff like that. So I don't know. What kind of see on that? Anything else to add on that? Mercedes, K dot, stuff like that.
Not, to be honest, not at all though.
Yeah, pretty much. Y'all said it all.
I
was in a restaurant for a brief
really
period.
excited. I want to see what they can do with this, man. The way that people are talking about it is going to be way better than any PC you can ever think of. I'm like 8K. I'm like I'm pretty sure the most powerful computers right now can't even push 8K, and if they can, it's probably barely. And that's a resolution that, I mean, at the end of the day, can we even like master really 4K?
Not
really.
No, we can barely do a 1080.
That's what I'm saying. So, and in a console space, I want to see 60, bro. You know what I'm saying? 1440, I'm cool. I just want to see that smooth experience, man. I want to bless my eyes.
See, my thing is, I ain't that bougie. If I could play the game, I can play the game.
Yeah, because I feel that because you part of that like old school feel. Like if you like you're the type of person, which I can respect. You're the type of person, if I have fun with the game's lit. Which I love.
Oh my soul.
You know what I'm saying? Like you type of person, I'm putting the game in. Yo, if it runs at 10 frames per second, but it's in my eyes, if it's the best game I've ever played, it's lit. Which I'm the same way. But at the same time, I'm like, bro, I'm spending all this money, bro. It's like, yo, I want to get some benefits. I want to see some effort. So
I start feeling as I got older and spend my own money. Yep.
Exactly. So I definitely, bro, if the game's fun, it's fun. But at the same time, bro, it's like we spending so much money, and it's not like they're like, hey, you know what? Buy half of the game. And then when we finish the game, we gonna give you, you can buy the other half. Nah, they say, hey, give me the full 60 for the majority of games, not all games. Give me the full 60, and then we gonna put up a patch, and then we're gonna put up this, and then a year later, the game's complete and it's lit. You know what I mean? It's like by then I'm playing the new games. By then I'm doing this. By then I traded in my PS4 and I got an Xbox. You know, so everybody's doing different shit and has different life. So it's like at the same time, it's like they don't hesitate to take our money. So we shouldn't have to hesitate to be like, hey, we want this. You know what I mean? It's fair game. You know what I mean? If I'm buying this and I'm expecting something, and they're showing me something in E3, they're showing me a trailer. It looks like boom, 4K, 60 frames per second. They're telling me all this shit, and then I get the game is 30, and it's like barely 1080p or some shit like that. Aren't you gonna be like kind of like, yo, like what is this? You know what I'm saying? Like imagine buying a car and it's like, all right, you got the car, but guess what? The whole back seats is gone. There's no stereo. Are you gonna be mad? You're gonna be mad. Okay, it's like, oh, as advertisers, gonna be like, hey, we got this whole car. Look at this shit. Looks beautiful. They got freaking Holly Berry in the back, you know, all this kind of shit like that. Right. They got 22 rims and all that shit. It looks so shiny. It's all waxed. And then when you go to the store and you buy it and you take it home, you realize there's no freaking stereo. You realize there's no Bluetooth that like they said it was gonna be. And like, no, don't worry, bring it back in a month or two, and we're gonna put that shit. Aren't you gonna be mad?
Ain't no Holly Berry. That's bullshit.
There ain't no Holly Berry, right? So
I set my expectations real low, so I cannot be disappointed.
I feel you. I do that with movies. Because and with certain shows because I hate being disappointed with movies. That really pisses me off. But with gaming, that's like, bro, man, especially something that's because a movie you watch it once, twice, 3 times, and then you might watch it again in a year or two. But like you're not gonna watch like that. But with gaming, I mean, certain people they'll play games and they'll play the same game for a whole year too. Right. So. With that, it's like they're actually investing a lot of time in, So I don't know, man. It's like a double-edged sword. I understand developers, it's hard, right? Everything like to make games is harder now because of technology and all this kind of stuff. And you see, there's more people working on games than working on movies. Gaming is the I think it's the highest source of income right now. Don't quote me on it, but I'm pretty sure it is. So. It's really expensive to make these games, man. Like, but at the same time, it's like, all right, we understand that, but if you're gonna tell us it's gonna be a certain resolution or it's gonna have certain features, can we have that, please?
I have no sympathy for these bastards. You're gonna push this kind of technology, you better give us what we want. You want to push this kind of technology, meet our expectations. Otherwise, I'm with Kate out on this one. Like, just give us, an update to PS4 if you can't handle it.
Yeah, like for me,
that's all.
for me, I'm not really. If a game is free to play and it's in beta, I'm gonna be a lot more lenient because yeah, maybe I can buy microtransactions for skins and stuff like that. But I understand that it's in beta. You're not charging me anything, so I'm playing your game for free. You know what I'm saying? But for these games that are charging the full 60 and in Canada the full 80, it's like, bro, come on, man.
No.
Jesus, hell.
It's really expensive. I mean, here you're buying ultimate editions for $100, $200, depending on what kind of edition and what game. So it's like,
send you the stuff.
that's what I'm saying.
Right.
So it's like, bro, is this shit gonna do my taxes? You know what I mean? Is this gonna help me in life? So I just expect I expect the game to be complete. I expect the game to be fun. I expect the game to have bugs, yeah, but to be playable. Why does it go gold if it's not playable? Why does it go gold if it doesn't have certain modes and stuff like that? I don't know. What are you guys' thoughts, Juba or Yuchia?
So I know. So we were talking about Sony and Microsoft kind of just pretty much combining forces and making this awesome thing, right?
Right.
And then we're actually coming out with games that work and are actually done and not a half game for $60. Like, what exactly are we expecting with this Sony and Microsoft team up kind of thing?
Yeah, I'm glad you said that. We actually run out of time, so let's just touch on this real quick and then we can hop off. So if you guys don't know, Sony and Microsoft are teaming up. A lot of people say they're teaming up because of the whole Google situation. If you guys don't know, Google's entering the console war. Their whole thing is cloud-based gaming. So Microsoft and Sony are like, all right, well, it's me, you, and Nintendo. We don't need any more competition. You know what I mean? So, and Google, they got a lot of money to do a lot of shit. They got a lot of power and influence. They got a lot. So they're not like a lot of people underestimate their opponent. I don't feel like they are Microsoft and Sony are. So they're actually trying to team up unofficially. They're trying to team up, but they're in the talks of trying to make a cloud-based gaming and using each other's technologies. So I'll let Juba, because he was kind of touching on it, finish his point. Go ahead.
Yeah, so pretty much, if you guys have heard about cloud-based gaming, Google has been working on a project called Nvidia. Not too long ago, they actually signed AMD to actually make the hardware for it. Long story short, it's instant streaming of any game that you could think of, regardless of platform. It's not really even going to be a platform anymore. It's going to be it's like, think about like looking at Netflix, but instead of movies, it's games. You click it, and instead of downloading the game, it's boom right there.
Right.
Instant. There's no downloading. There's no this. It's there. And then you can choose between playing God of War, or you can jump over here to Jump Force instantly.
Right.
Paying a subscription, not buying a game. So you're not even buying games anymore. You're paying for the service every month. So you can play any game that's on this platform. And then it's not just like all these like indie games or anything like this. No, we're talking AAA games. We're talking about literally everything, all in one place.
And all these developers are all about that shit too, because that means that they can now create games that are practically limitless. So I don't say that loosely.
Yeah.
That I'm sure there are a lot of people about that. That's power.
I mean, I think their thought process in this, because you think about subscriptions, it's obviously not going to be like anything super crazy, but it's an ongoing income, right? It's like even my Netflix, I don't even use it. I still have it. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like, even like, let's say for people that get really busy in life, they stop playing games, they're still going to have their subscriptions, or you know what I mean? Like even me, I'm not watching I haven't watched a movie like on Netflix for at least 4 or 5 months, but guess what? I still have Netflix, so they're still making money off me. So I think that's their kind of approach on it. You know what I mean? Gives a number that's kind of somewhat reasonable, and they're just an ongoing income for life. You know what I mean? So a lot of people like it. Not that it takes a lot of work, but for you to go into the website, exit on your subscription, all that kind of stuff, and a lot of people don't even want to do it. They're like, it's just $10 a month, or it's just whatever dollars a month, right? And it's going to be ongoing income.
And I don't like that.
I think it'll be tagged on like cable onto your internet service. That would be the most reasonable kind of thing if you think about it. Because like if you mentally think about it, think about it this way, right? So you get your internet from say Verizon or whatever.
Yeah.
And Verizon gives you the option to add on 400 channels for an extra
Yeah.
$10.99 a month in a bundle package if you also get a phone line. Well, instead of that, you're going to have freaking yada yada streaming for all these games. Instead of actually going out there and paying $15 a month, it would probably be better for the business or the companies to actually put it all together.
He said something like GameFly. Exactly. Something like GameFly, but just in a digital space,
Exactly. Yes.
which makes total sense. Yuchia, Yuchia, you here? Nope.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay, my bad. What's your thoughts on the whole cloud-based gaming and stuff like that?
I mean, the cloud gaming or the whole or Sony and Microsoft.
Sony and Microsoft, but I mean, yeah, it all ties together.
I mean, the whole. I did a lot of research actually yesterday and today before everything, and one thing that actually caught my attention was there was a guy that actually, I don't know who in their right mind would want to, but he actually sat down and read the exact, like, everything that
Legal
Microsoft
documents, yeah.
Yeah, the whole document and everything.
Yeah.
And everybody is getting this hype that, oh my God, Sony and Microsoft are going to be teaming up, and that's not how it's actually going to be. That's not how it is on paper right now.
Mm-hmm.
Everything that's on paper right now is that they're going to be like, okay, so, yo, Microsoft, you got this thing that we don't have. Yo, can we use it? It's going to be essentially like that.
Yeah.
It's not them going to be teaming up to be like, yo, we're going to make this PS Box 364.
Right.
You know, it's not going to be like that. It's just going to be them like, yo, you guys got this and we don't. Can we use it? Yo, yeah, we got this. Yo, yeah, you guys can use it. Go right ahead.
Right.
I agree with what he said. Like, that's pretty much what I read too. That like what you said about PS4 and their games taking forever to load and stuff. They said that Xbox never really had that problem, so they're gonna like get help from them with their resources and their technology to make that better on PS4, and like the graphics and everything else that PS4 have that Xbox doesn't have. They're gonna get with them and take those resources and those technologies. So it's not really like a team up to make like a big project. It's just like using your resources, networking, pretty much. Like, you help us, we help you. We're both winning.
Yeah, Microsoft just, yo, yeah, you can use this.
Right.
So what you're saying is they're about to make a transformer. Got it.
But this transformer isn't going to be an Autobot or a Decepticon. It's going to be an Autocon. It's going to be like both, but they're just going to go ahead and, like I said, they're just going to go ahead and just sit there and be like, yeah, you guys can use this. We'll use this. But like Mercedes says, like PlayStation with the whole load time, like I can be on my PC right now. I can load up a game and boom, 2 seconds. By the time you guys get into a game, I can go ahead and play like 2.
Right.
But it's going to be like that, where they're going to be like, yo, Microsoft, you guys do not have that problem. Can we use whatever you got to speed up our stuff?
Right.
And with their agreement, they're going to be like, all right, well, here you go. Yeah, you go ahead and take what we have to do this.
No,
that's what the whole, them, quote, teaming up is going to be.
So it's more of a Frankenstein or
it's going to be you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, hey man, you on top, I'm on top. You know, in terms of video games type shit, and obviously Nintendo's there. Nintendo will never help. Like, Nintendo's on its own, right? It's over there. It's like, y'all do whatever y'all need to do.
Nintendo is the adult sitting there just watching the two kids,
right?
Like,
right. So it's like this new kid is trying to come into our group. Hey, we on top. We gonna stay here. You know what I mean? Like, we're not gonna let this new kid take one of our spots. So let's team up, type situation. That's pretty much what I see from it. You know what I mean? They're trying to make their own cloud. Let's make our shit.
Yeah, pretty much the way I see it is there's these two kids that have just been arguing over like, I got this and you ain't got this.
Right.
But now, pretty much all it is these two kids they've gotten old enough to the point where we're like, you know what? You may not, have an umbrella for when it rains. I do. So here, use my umbrella.
Right.
They're finally getting to the point where they're matured enough to start sharing their resources on what they have and letting the other ones use it.
Damn, Rihanna.
Mm-hmm.
You said Dad Rihanna?
Yeah.
You can come under my umbrella.
You say whack, 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 whack. I said it and it whack, whack. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, so should we set up our outro?
Yeah. We're gonna
yeah.
do. Kiddo, you got anything to add, or are you good, man?
No, he's out. Yeah,
Okay,
it's
cool.
Crash.
I'm gonna do the giveaway real quickly. So type a 1 in the chat if you've been around here and stuff like that, and you want to get in the giveaway. The giveaway is actually Sniper Elite 2 remastered. So if you got
what console?
on PS4, so if you got a PS4 and you'd like to win, we're gonna quickly do. I'm gonna put your name into a random name picker, and then yeah, I'm gonna send you the code right after the ting ting. And yeah, Mercedes, I'm dead.
Right after that ting ting.
So I'm gonna give it like, okay. So Matt, Mercedes, he said 3. I'm dead.
I mean, I have PS4, but I mean, like, what am I gonna use it for?
Well, I'm just saying I was the first.
You want to be in this too? I got you.
Why
I
not?
mean, I could enter, but I mean, it would just be a game that would be downloaded and never played again.
Shit. I gotta use type 1.
Yeah, I can't just
Hey,
let
y'all ain't gonna win shit, bro. I'm just gonna let you know right now. If you don't,
I can't let Pablo be.
You're not winning shit, bro.
Yo,
Yo, I can win some. Nah, bro. If you're on a panel, you definitely not winning. You winning in life. Okay, that's the most important thing.
I like that. I'm gonna get away the
I'm
game.
to the viewer. So Matt, King Leo, you want to get on this or nah? You a big Sniper Elite fan or no? And anybody else that's still watching?
Who's not a fan of a free game? What the fuck?
I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I'm fan if you take the game part out and it's just free.
Exactly, yo. Anything free, man.
It's free. I'm like, what?
I'll take a free punch in the face. No, let me stop.
Oh, hell no. Take that up.
I'm on my way with my sock and boppers.
Sock and boppers.
Sock and boppers.
So I'll put in I'll put King Leo and I'll put Matt.
Put Stupid Pitbull as well.
Okay, I got you.
He's here for like the whole time, and then he has PlayStation. I'm pretty sure.
I'll put Pitbull.
Type 3. Matt type 3.
Matt.
What the
Yo, Matt's taking my 3 now.
King Leo. Okay, I'm gonna screen share it just so you know I'm not playing favorites. You know what I'm saying? Just so you gotta know I'm not playing favorites. And then yeah.
Matt said I gave it to someone else.
Oh, Matt. Okay, cool. I'm gonna take him out real quick.
69.
Okay, cool. Alright.
Random name picker.
Yeah, it's the wave, my guy. Trust.
TRNP.
Flip a coin.
Alright.
Powered by RNG Jesus.
Alright, so you guys can see. Cool. Alright, let's go. Where is it? Continue. Or did I click the wrong button? Fuck! I clicked the wrong button. I clicked the wrong button and shit. Oh, there it is.
Oh shit.
Oh, King Leo, you won, bruh. You bastard. No, you bastard. Yo, King Leo, do you even want it, bruh? I feel like you don't even want it. You even type 1, dog. You don't get it. I'm giving it a Pitbull. I'm getting a Pitbull. I'm changing my shit, bruh. I'm getting a Pitbull. You didn't even put your name in there. Fuck you.
Damn.
All right, I'm gonna give it a Pitbull. That's Kyrie. I don't think you want the game. Yeah, let's do outros. We'll start up with Yachia.
Yo, why I gotta go first? No, I'm messing. Yo, Uchiha, you can go ahead and hit me up. I'm at Twitch on Uchiha_669. I'm also Twitter, Instagram, same exact thing. Uchiha_669. You can find me playing all my what my fans call my pew pew games. With Overwatch, you know, huge Overwatch games, doing my pew pews. I also play with viewers, so if you guys want to come down and play a game with me, go right ahead. You can just come on in, drop some money.
Everybody's link is in the description too, to their Twitch and to their Twitter. So make sure you guys follow the panel, man. I really appreciate it if you guys do that, man. Everyone's super nice, super lit, man. So if you're looking for a good time, community, all that kind of stuff, make sure you guys drop them a follow on both platforms. All right, Mercedes, I'll meet you, Mike.
I'll walking around, so I didn't want to disturb the podcast.
Nah, you good. I'm playing with you. Go ahead.
Well, yeah, I'll keep it short and sweet. I'm Mercedes. You can find me on Twitch as Mercedes357, and the link is in the description, as you said. I'm currently streaming Twitch scenes in Detroit because that's pretty much it. I hope you come check me out. I hope you enjoy the podcast.
I bet. All right, we'll go to Gino outro.
Hey, what's good? This is Gino Gaines. You can find me on Twitch, Gino Gaines. You can find me on Instagram, Gino Gaines. You can find me on YouTube, Gino Gaines. Got big plans with the VR community and beyond.
Who's doing the finger roll? Who getting ready for the club? Doing the LA Cool J?
That'll be me.
Okay, bet. Juba, outro, please.
Yeah, so I'm Juba. I do streaming Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturdays, Central European time at 6 p.m. So you can hit me up next Tuesday. We'll be doing just chatting, Taco Tuesday. We'll probably be talking a lot of streaming stuff. I do a lot of stream coaching, content creation coaching, help you review your channels and stuff like that. You can find my link in the description or hit up Twitter with the hashtag Sunshine Network.
Cool. I'm the Real King Rome. You can find me on Twitch, the Real King Rome on Twitch, but on Twitter I am Da with a D, DA, the Real King Rome, like that. So everyone's links in the description, so it makes it easy for you guys to find us. Make sure you guys like the video, subscribe. It helps us a lot, so we can do more videos, all that kind of stuff. You know, the bigger that we are, the more that we can give back to you guys. So yeah. If you definitely made it through the whole podcast and you actually watched the whole podcast, definitely make sure you like and subscribe. I really would appreciate that. So yeah, that makes it the end of GG Podcast episode 2, man. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you to the panel. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll catch you guys next week at 5 p.m. PST and 8 p.m. EST. So yeah, have a good night. I'll see you guys later.